is SiriusXM Radio. Now, let's take you courtside for the game.
The Orlando Magic thank you for listening to this exclusive sports presentation on the Magic Radio Network.
Game 4 put the power firmly in Orlando's hands after a thrilling 94-88 win over Detroit. Head coach Jamal Mosley credits the Magic defense for Monday's win over the Pistons.
Our defensive effort, our defensive energy, the focus level, I thought we did a great job there. Our guys did a really good job of not letting the shots impact the way that we guarded.
Job not finished has been the calling card of this Magic team over the last 24 hours. Up 3-1 is great, but it doesn't guarantee anything. Desmond Bain says despite the advantage, the job isn't done.
I'm sure they're not blinking an eye, about being able to win 3 games in a row. They did it multiple times throughout the regular season, so we're going to have to come ready to play, and I'm excited for the challenge. Go back up there to Detroit and try to close it out there.
Locking in on the game plan, managing runs, going to be huge for the Magic to pick up a series-clinching win. Wendell Carter Jr. talks about what the Magic need to do to close this thing out in Detroit.
Look at it as a must-win game for us. Not to give them any life, be the most aggressive team like we've been. Not feel like it's a day off or a game off for us. They're going to be aggressive also, so exceed their physicality. I think they'll give us the best shot to win the game tonight.
Can the Magic end the series in Detroit, or will we be headed back home for Game 6 on Friday? We'll find out. Tip time just 30 minutes away. It's Magic versus Pistons, Game 5, and we've got it for you right here on the Magic Audio Network.
When the Orlando Magic are raining threes, you don't want rain coming through your roof. That's where Eustace Roofing comes in. We are a proud official partner of the Orlando Magic with an office right in College Park. Locked in on serving Orlando homeowners. From sudden storms to season-long protection, we've got your home covered. No missed assignments, no leaks, because championships start at home. And so does peace of mind. Schedule your free roof analysis at eustaceroofing.com. Eustace Roofing. Orlando built. Orlando trusted.
Welcome into Magic Tonight, presented by Papa John's, your official Magic pregame show. Brandon Kravitz here to get you all prepped up and ready to go for Magic Pistons Game 5. Wow, who would have thought we'd be here in this position 48-plus minutes away from possibly going to round 2 of the playoffs? I think at the beginning of the season, this was sort of the expectation, but lately it's been more of a dream, and that dream is slowly turning into reality. The Magic took Game 1 in Detroit, took a lot of folks, even some Magic fans, by surprise in that one. They then followed that up with a solid half of basketball in Game 2, a slog of a third quarter, dropped that game because of it, and then the Magic took care of business in both games at Kia Center, and that's how we find ourselves in this position tonight. Coming back to Detroit is, what has happened now, and it's put the Magic in a rare opportunity as an 8 seed to topple a 1. Most recently, in 2020, during the conference semis between the Nuggets and the Clippers, that was the last time that we saw a team like Detroit in the position that they're in come all the way back. The Nuggets came back from down 3-1 to beat the Clippers. I believe that was in the bubble. The Nuggets went down 3-1, battled all the way back. Most famously, this happened to the Warriors when LeBron was on the Cavaliers in 2016, and most ironically, it happened in 2003 when the Magic took a 3-1 series lead on who else but the Pistons. Tracy McGrady will tell you all about it the next time that you run into him. Is there a 90+% chance that the Magic close out the series tonight? Sure, but that doesn't guarantee anything. And I promise you, if the Pistons have a kitchen sink down the bench tonight, they will be throwing that at us before we exit the fourth quarter in this game. The bottom line is they are not going down without a fight, and the Magic need to be ready for it. I know that we'll be getting you ready for it over the next 30 minutes. We'll hear from head coach Jamal Mosley. We've got a Magic soundboard to get to, and an unfortunate injury report we'll talk about in a moment. And this man, the man on the call, time for our keys to the game, brought to you by Kia, the official vehicle of the Orlando Magic. Let's welcome in Magic Radio voice Jake Chapman. Jake, let's go ahead and just rip the Band-Aid off. Franz has been ruled out for this one. An unfortunate bit of news that we got right here before we get to tip-off.
Yeah, to be sure, Brandon. And look, it's obviously a team that is familiar and comfortable with playing without Franz Wagner. They did it almost 50 times this year, but he was playing so well, defending so well, so central to the Magic being up 3-1. You were able to close it out on whatever day it was, Monday, whenever that last basketball game was, without him in the fourth quarter and for a chunk of the third, but he was probably the best player on the floor in that game as well. Finished in 24 minutes and 11 seconds with 19 points, 5 rebounds, had 3 assists, and had 4 steals. So obviously a massive hole in the middle of the starting lineup for Coach Mosley, but with those calf injuries, especially with the way the year has gone, especially with all the stuff we've heard the last few years about what a calf strain can potentially lead to. I'm not saying it's A to B, but all those Achilles injuries have been associated with calf injuries prior. Going to be very careful, obviously, with number 22. I do think the fact that you're up 3-1 informs it a little bit. If the season was on the line tonight, maybe Franz would say, Wild Horse is going to keep me off the floor for this one. But that's not saying, Franz could probably play. We're just sitting him down because we think we're going to be able to take care of the Pistons in 5 games. If there weren't genuine concern, then he would be out there. So you make do with what you got, and a next man up mentality is obviously very familiar to this team. Jamal Cain, I don't know if I'm breaking news, but Jamal Cain is going to be in the starting lineup tonight. A guy who 2 months ago was on a 2-way contract, played his first playoff game in game 1 of this series, was sort of the flavor of the month, or at least of the night the other night with that dunk that we've been watching on repeat for the last 48 hours or so. Gets his first playoff start in his hometown of Detroit. You can't write this stuff, BK.
Oh, I mean, it's awesome, and he has earned it with his play. This is a guy that's always flying around, grabbing rebounds, and had that emphatic dunk on Jalen Duren that I know he'll remember for at least the next year or so with how impactful that was. So he slots into the starting lineup. I'm thinking Anthony Black is going to get a pretty heavy dose of minutes tonight because of what he can do defensively. That's what you miss the most about Franz Wagner, is what he's been doing specifically on Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, I think AB, I think Tristan, I think there's an opportunity maybe to see a 9th man added to that rotation. Do you see Javon Carter potentially, just some backup kind of spot minutes, running point with the second unit? The problem with Carter is size. Most of Detroit can shoot right over him. I think that's why we haven't seen him yet. But you may want to just have a ball handler and an organizer on the floor with those second units. It's obviously not Franz's primary role, but do you just tighten up and go an 8-man rotation tonight? Be interesting to see what Coach Mosley does. You're right. I think AB has an opportunity here, potentially to impact the game offensively. The only thing with AB is his net rating numbers are not great, and the bottom line is it's not a great series for him physically, in my opinion. Stan Van Gundy giving me crap. I mean, come on now. What are we doing here? That's amazing. Just walked all the way across
the pregame
court to hit DAP. I love that. I love that, man. AB's net rating numbers are not ideal in this series. What he's doing, BK, as you mentioned, deflections and steals, very important. The transition game is obviously his bread and butter. I'm looking at Tristan potentially. He's been playing very well defensively. The numbers don't leap off the page at you. But if Tristan can knock, and hopefully he'll have a quick trigger tonight, he can knock down a couple threes. I think you could see Tristan make a big impact. It's the type of series that sort of leans into his gameplay, his size, his strength, his ability defensively. I wouldn't be shocked if Tristan ends up playing 30-plus minutes tonight, especially if he can knock down a couple threes. And AB, on the other hand, has not been shooting the basketball very well, although, then again, nobody really has.
Well, and fair to say that this is going to be the toughest win to get in this series, and that's with or without Franz. Without Franz, it makes it significantly tougher, but the Pistons, I mentioned the kitchen sink moments ago, and that's probably a phrase I'll use about 18 more times before we're done with tonight, but their backs are firmly against the wall. I can only imagine the sort of effort that we get from them right from the opening tip.
Yeah, and look, if you need if it takes getting to Game 5 of the elimination game for added motivation, then there was something wrong in the first place. But you're right. This is going to be a desperation, fight for your life type of effort from that team. It's been a physical series already. I do expect it to be way more of that here tonight. And it'll be interesting to see when you're talking about the kitchen sink, metaphorically speaking, right, with J.B. Bickerstaff, is the kitchen sink, 30 minutes of Isaiah Stewart and 18 minutes of Jalen Duren? Is the kitchen sink Ronald Holland playing massive minutes tonight? Does he just kind of look down the bench and say, you know what, I haven't tried this, or you know what, we didn't try this enough, or you know what we're doing right now isn't working, let's try the kitchen sink? He's got a few options there. Paul Reed, for instance, we saw in Game 3 in the second half. There's clearly still some work to be done if you're the Detroit Pistons, and so I wouldn't be shocked if the apple cart is upset pretty drastically in the first half tonight, just as far as their rotations go.
Before we cut you loose, give you a little break before we get to tip-off right after 7 o'clock. Can you give me a vibe check up there for the Pistons and their fan base?
Yeah, I mean, look, they want Jalen Duren cut. They're not a happy bunch. They're about what you would expect from a team that thought finally after 20 years, from a fan base that thought they finally had a team after 20 years that they could really get excited about. And the last week and a half has gone completely sideways. The one thing I'll say is this. I'm hearing a whole lot of Cade Cunningham needs to do more, and I'm going, look, yes, he needs to limit the turnovers, but he doesn't have a whole bunch of help. He was so good in games 1 and 2. We have sort of flipped the script on him, but I think there's some holes and there are some question marks when you look at his supporting cast, and I'll just leave it at that.
Jake Chapman, ladies and gentlemen, will be hearing his call coming up less than 20 minutes away. Can't wait, Jake.
Thanks, BK.
Coming up next, we know head coach Jamal Mosley has said it loud and clear. The job is not finished. So how can the Magic finish the job tonight so that we don't have to worry about a Game 6 or a Game 7? We'll get into it after this. Another round of Coach Speak coming up right here on the Magic Audio Network.
Before you begin your road trip, ask yourself, do you really need 5 full suitcases? With the 2026 Kia Sportage X-Pro's class-leading cargo space, you'll have room for what you need. Find out more at your local Kia dealer today. Keep the adventure going. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-3334-KIA for details. Always drive safely and obey all traffic laws. Comparisons based on second row legroom and cargo space behind second row seats in the subcompact SUV class according to Kia segmentation as of October 2025.
And that's another bucket for the Magic, putting them over 110 points. You know what that means? It's Big Buford time.
When the Magic score 110 or more points, you win the next day. When you buy a regular price Big Buford combo at Checkers, you get another combo free with your rewards app. That's right, because when the Magic score big, so do you. Let's go!
Available exclusively on the Checkers and Rallies app. See rewards wallet in app for details. Each combo includes medium fries and medium soft drink. Valid at participating Orlando area locations only while supplies last. Offer may not be available via third-party delivery services.
In life's biggest moments, every opportunity counts. Whether you're buying your first home, growing your business, or taking the next step in your financial journey, City National Bank is your trusted partner at each of life's milestones. As the official bank of the Orlando Magic, you can count on us to help you take your best shot. City National Bank, assisting in all your banking needs. Visit citynational.com for more information. City National Bank is member FDIC equal housing lender.
Don't miss the Magic's tip-off on game day when you reserve parking in advance with Park Mobile. Fans can reserve parking before games to guarantee a spot at Kia Center. Book your spot at magic.parkmobile.io. You can filter parking lots by specific needs like covered parking, handicap, and oversized vehicles. So the next time you want to cheer on the Orlando Magic at home, reserve a parking spot in advance for a winning game day experience. Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
Orlando Magic fans, Streamlabs makes water leak detection feel like magic. With Streamlabs, you get real-time leak alerts sent right to your phone, so you can stop leaks before they become big problems and major headaches. Discover water leak protection from your home from the brand trusted by the Orlando Magic. And don't let leaks steal your game. Visit StreamLabsWater.com and protect your home with Streamlabs today. Use promo code SLMAGIC for a 25% discount.
Magic fans, save all season long at Take 5 Oil Change. Just wear your Orlando Magic gear and save 25% on your oil change. No technical fouls, no overtime. Just drive in, stay in your car, and roll out. You'll be game day ready in 10 minutes flat. Staying on top of your car care shouldn't put you on the bench. Take 5 makes it as easy as a layup. Visit Take5.com to find a location near you. Offer valid through June 1st, 2026. Terms and conditions apply. Valid only at participating locations.
it's the playoffs. You're trying to figure out a way to get the win, and whatever that takes, whatever that means, whoever needs to step up, however we need to play in any given moment, that's what it's about. When you get wins, it's because one person steps up, or the team plays all together. There's different variations of when you see runs within the playoffs, and our guys have figured out a way that defense is going to be the calling card no matter what we do on the offensive end.
That was head coach Jamal Mosley talking about locking in on defense no matter what happens on the other end. Shots aren't falling, doesn't matter. Shouldn't change the approach, and it hasn't been. The defining mismatch of this series has been ball security. The Magic are consistently exploiting the Pistons and their carelessness with the basketball. The Magic have 10.8 steals per game, forcing Detroit into a massive 18 turnovers per game in this series. Orlando, by contrast, giving it away just 13.3 times per night. So the Magic winning in that area. One area where the Pistons have played well is in the paint, specifically on defense. The Pistons are rejecting nearly 12 shots per game, anchored by Isaiah Stewart, who had a career high in blocks in that last game, and Jalen Duren, who defensively is still giving the Pistons a little bit of life. So how can the Magic find more success in the paint and pressure that Pistons defense in a must-win game for the Pistons? This is a defense that no doubt going to have their tails on fire tonight. Let's find out on tonight's edition of Coach Speak.
Jamal, how is Franz doing, and what is his status for tonight?
Franz will be out tonight.
He obviously missed 48 regular season games, so you've kind of been here before, but how does his unavailability tonight impact what you guys do?
It impacts quite a bit. Obviously, how he's been playing, what he's been doing for us. More than anything, you just hate to see him out, because him being able to come back and then bounce back out. So, again, for us, it changes things in a big way. But we always talk about next man up mentality.
You guys have obviously been without Franz for a good chunk of the season. How much does, I know the regular season is different than the playoffs, but how much does that experience and having some of those groups having played together a lot this season help prepare for a critical game like this?
Well, our guys understand, what's needed, what he does, what he provides to this team, the focus that we have to have. And then again, it goes back to, what BD just asked, is the ability to have the next man up mentality, whoever we plug in there.
Jamal, with the tricky nature around calf injuries, what do you think Franz's status will be moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's always going to depend on how he responds to, the treatment day to day. Just being off of it for now, and then just getting, constant treatment around the clock is going to be important. So I don't know if there's a timeline to it, but just being able to see how he responds, day to day as we go forward.
You've talked about, and we've seen how big of a motivator the desperation can be for a team. How do you match that when you guys do have a little bit of a safety net?
Yeah, I don't believe in a safety net. That's why it's a 7-game series. Our ability to exceed whatever they put out, they've hit us with blows, all throughout this series, and our ability to sustain that. But now, as we come out, how do we exceed that? I think it's our focus level, our mental preparation, how we approach each possession, each part of this game is going to be very important for us.
Jamal, how, if at all, has your messaging to your team changed in this series compared to the prior two playoff series? Apart from X's and O's and specific game plan messaging?
Yeah, trying to look back at old series is tough to do. Different group, different team. But just the ability to reflect the fact that you've been there. You've been in the playoff series before. I think you can always go back to that. Now, obviously, different opponents, different guys on our roster in some ways, but the ability to say you've been in these experiences before for the main group of guys. And I think that's been the message more than anything, other than, the X's and O's.
Coach, you talk about next man up mentality, and players like Jamal Cain do embody that. What have you seen in his growth, not only in the playoffs, but throughout the course of the regular season, becoming a two-way and then now full-time with the Magic?
Yeah, it's interesting going back and looking at some of the games when we had bodies out, when he wasn't necessarily making the rotation, we had other guys in, and now you're looking back like, well, wonder if I would have done this. But at the end of the day, he's always taken whatever responsibility has been given to him. He's taken it with grace and with honor, and being able to just say, whatever minutes I get in this game, I'm going to play a certain style of basketball the way that you've asked me to. His responsibility to this team, and he's taken that on, wholeheartedly, and that's what you love about how he represents himself.
It seems like the team in this series that imposed its physicality first, or at least in the first 4 minutes or so of each game, wound up winning that game. Is that a random occurrence, or is that endemic to these two teams, or is there a pattern?
I think it's just these two teams. I think it's just a physical, they talk about the dogfight. That's what it tends to be with this group. Both teams that want it, both teams that are physical, both teams that are aggressive, both teams that understand the level of physicality in a playoff series. And so I think just being able to match and exceed, whichever one throws it out there first is going to be very important.
You mentioned kind of playing without that, or trying to play without that safety net. You've coached with teams that have had closeout games, but what's the challenge of having a chance to close a team out, and what does this team kind of need to do or learn to finish the job tonight?
Well, we've been saying it for the last 3 weeks, and I mean, you treat it like when you go to Philly, when you go to Boston, when you go to play up against Charlotte, when you're back is against the wall in those situations, those games, you treat it as such. That's the same type of desperation you have to play with, and that's why we keep talking about one game, because it is just one game. Now, the opportunity after it is very important, but that's the reality. It is just one game, and can we do the things that we've been doing in these prior games the right way?
If the Magic do that was head coach Jamal Mosley, by the way. If the Magic do that, they will put themselves in a phenomenal position to win tonight. The Magic have already shown that they can win in Detroit. They did it in Game 1. So the myth, the lead boat of being on the road in the playoffs, that has been lifted for this team. By my count, 13 times a team has come back from being down 3-1 in a series, and that's the position that the Pistons find themselves in. No Franz tonight as he rehabs an injured calf. Jamal Cain slides in to the starting lineup. Still to come, we hear from your fan favorites on tonight's Soundboard as we continue to get you ready for tip-off here on Magic Tonight, presented by Papa John's. You're listening to Magic Basketball. Here we go. Down by 2. Just need another 3.
Let's go, Magic!
He got it off. That's good.
Yes! Let's go!
Free Small Frosty Classic! Let's go, Magic! The Magic scored their 10th free, which means you score a Small Frosty Classic free with purchase. Head to any participating Wendy's within 48 hours of the game to get yours. Because the only thing smoother than our shooting is a Frosty. Limited time only.
At VyStar Credit Union, you inspire us to go the extra mile to meet your financial needs. That's why we offer Magic fans more banking options like better rates and no hidden fees. Our team is also dedicated to making the communities we serve stronger, volunteering our time and talents while donating millions to local nonprofits. VyStar Credit Union, official credit union of the Orlando Magic. Visit VyStarCU.org and go Magic.
Don't miss a moment of the action with Ticket Plans. Own your season and choose among a variety of different plans to best fit your needs. Elevate your game day with benefits and experience the Magic as a VIP. Skip the line with the exclusive Loyal Blue entrance. Enjoy retail and concessions discounts and have access to exclusive in-arena experiences. Get savings off gate prices, guaranteed access to postseason, and more. Visit OrlandoMagic.com/plans and explore plans options today.
Orlando Magic fans, dunks, dives, and no-look passes are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them live. When you're in the arena, it's the lights going down, the crowd on its feet, the energy hitting you like a wave. It's seeing your favorite Orlando Magic stars up close and hearing every sweep, every swish, every roar. And it all starts with tickets from Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Orlando Magic and the NBA. You can score tickets for the next game at Ticketmaster, even at the last minute. So grab your crew and get to the game, because the best brag is saying you saw it live. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/magic.
Introducing the Summit Broadband Promise. We're focused on fiber, Florida, and you. That means ultra-fast, reliable fiber internet built for the way Florida lives, works, and connects. And when you need us, our local teams are here, 24/7, 365. At Summit Broadband, it's not just about faster internet, it's a better experience every step of the way. Learn more at summitbb.com/promise, official partner of the Orlando Magic.
Winning on the court takes teamwork, and at Taruya Law, we bring that same spirit to serving our clients. As an official law firm of the Orlando Magic, we're proud to be your legal partner in life. Whether you need support with immigration law, personal injury, business matters, family, or criminal law, Taruya Law stands with you every step of the way. Trust us to fight for you, just like the Magic fight on the court. Visit TaruniaLaw.com or call 407-545-4747 today, and let's win together.
I don't think we expected Franz to play. Calf strain, you don't want to mess around with that. But we just got to come out next man up. We've had some guys come off the bench, play well, defend at a high level, so those guys just got to step up and get ready to go. Obviously, we want Franz to be healthy. That's the most important thing. He's one of our best players, so you're not going to make up for everything you're losing with him out, but we got guys that can fill that role and step up as well.
That was Paolo Banchero talking about playing without his running mate, the German hammer, Franz Wagner. You miss a lot with Franz. You miss his defense as much as anything. Tristan Da Silva, Anthony Black, Jamal Cain, all going to have to step up and make up for his minutes. Jamal Cain will be slid into that starting lineup. Cade Cunningham currently leading the East in playoff scoring with 29.5 points per game. So the plate is full for those guys as they take on the Pistons tonight in a do-or-die situation for Detroit. Tip-off of Magic Pistons on the way, but right now it's time for an all-gas, no-breaks edition of the Magic Soundboard. The playoffs are a different animal. It can be tough, but it can also bring out the best in guys, or the beast in guys. Desmond Bain talks about a conversation that he had with Jamal Cain.
Yeah, we had a talk in the cold tub just talking about playing in the playoffs and, kind of the emotional and mental toll that it can take on you. And, once we got back home, like he was talking about how free he's been playing, and plays like that really, really show.
The playoffs are a different animal indeed. One of the ancillary storylines for the playoffs is that Jamal Cain is from Pontiac, Michigan. He grew up a Pistons fan, and he talks about his roots.
Growing up, I always played. So me and my granddad, we used to always play NBA 2K, and I would pick the Pistons every time, and I would shoot every time with Chauncey Billups. But I put some of my friends and family in a tough spot because they've been ride or die Pistons fans. But it's definitely a special moment, especially going back to Detroit and having my whole family come out to watch me play, especially in the playoff. Words can't describe how I feel, honestly.
He's going to be in the starting lineup tonight in front of those friends and family. Special night for Jamal Cain. Time for my Hard Rock bet pick of the night. Give me the Houston Rockets to get one over on the LA Lakers. I think the Rockets have found a little something. At least they did in Game 4. Finally nabbed a win in this series. They locked in defensively. Şengün looked to have found his stride on the offensive end. 19 points. They put up 115 as a team. Head on over to Hard Rock Bet, the official sports book of the Orlando Magic. Our Game 5, coming up minutes away, live from Little Caesars Arena. Before we get there, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Magic Audio Network. That's going to do it for us here on Magic Tonight, delivered by Papa John's. It's the Orlando Magic versus the Detroit Pistons, Game 5, with Jake Chapman on the call. Tip-off on the way. Next.
This is Orlando Magic basketball.
Franz backs away. Now Reddish. Wagner, step back. 3 ball is up. It's in! Franz stuck it!
Magic basketball is brought to you by Advent Health, the official healthcare provider of the Orlando Magic.
Now Powell's just going to pull a 3 off the bounce. He got another one. Banchero's scorching here in the second quarter.
Let's get ready for tip-off. Here's the radio voice of the Orlando Magic, Jake Chapman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Little Caesars Arena here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Jake Chapman with you, and tonight we write another page in the Magic's history book. Season 37, postseason number 19, round 1, Game 5, and a chance for the Magic to advance in the NBA postseason for the first time in 16 years. Magic with 3 chances, in fact, to get a series-clinching win, but they do not want to tempt fate by allowing this thing to head back to Orlando whatsoever. That would swing momentum back into the Pistons' favor with a win, of course, here at home, and it would swing all of the pressure from Detroit's shoulders to Orlando's. Magic have the Pistons compromised right now, but they know darn well a wounded lion is still a lion.
And it's going to take even more than what you put out in games 1, 3, and 4, all Magic wins, to get this one here tonight. Detroit's season is on the line, and they are certainly going to play like it. And that level of desperation is something that is not at all foreign to the Magic, of course. 12 days ago, this Magic team was staring into the abyss, the seemingly unavoidable and maybe merciful end of a season of unfulfilled expectations, frustrating injury timelines, scapegoats and blame games, missed shots, missed opportunities, and potentially missed playoffs sitting right in front of us at that point 2 weeks ago. But the Magic had two choices. They could let the Hornets have their moment and slink into what would surely be an offseason of drastic change, or they could fight like hell. And thankfully, they chose the latter. And by the end of that weekend, they were up 1-0 on the top-seeded Pistons. That's how quickly things can change in this league. But it also may be a good illustration of just how close the Magic have been this entire time. And while there is still tons of work to be done, absolutely nobody thinks this Pistons team is going to go quietly. A little perspective is in order here. 2 weeks ago, it felt like the Magic's nightmare season was coming to an end. And now the Magic are on the brink of dreaming very big. Won't have Franz Wagner here tonight, of course, but Jamal Cain slides into the starting lineup, and the Magic do feel as if they have plenty of firepower on both ends of the floor to be able to survive without number 22. He has been outstanding in this opening round series, but then again, the Magic, over the course of the regular season, played 48 games without Franz Wagner. They won 25 of them, so very comfortable at the very least playing without number 22. We'll duck a break in here. We'll come back. We'll have your starters and your status report, and then we do it up. Game 5 in Detroit on the way. We'll bring it to you in just about 10 minutes, and we'll have it for you right here on the Orlando Magic Audio Network.
Orlando Magic fans, are you ready to feel like magic? Xwell, the official wellness spa of the Orlando Magic, just opened our very first Orlando location. Come experience refreshing facials, seamless waxing, and medical-grade skincare products, all designed to help you look and feel your best. Right now, new guests get a free eyebrow wax or 25% off any service. Visit xwell.com today or call 407-558-3221 to schedule your reservation and see where magic meets wellness.
Orlando Magic fans, this one's for you. Waters Car Wash is an official car wash of the Orlando Magic, and they have a slam dunk deal just for you. Visit the Orlando Magic website to score a free car wash at participating Waters locations. Fans can also redeem their first wash free by texting Waters to 55255. Don't miss out on making your car the MVP with Waters Car Wash, where the magic happens on and off the court. Visit the Orlando Magic website today and drive away.
Rougiette is helping men take control of their sexual health with Ready, the 3-in-1 ED treatment that works in as fast as 15 minutes. At Rougiette.com, board-certified doctors build your personalized treatment plan with meds shipped discreetly to your door. 100% online, zero judgment, just ED treatment formulated with proven ingredients. Rougiette, official men's prescription partner of the Detroit Pistons. Get started at Rougiette.com/Pistons. That's RUGIET.com/Pistons.
It's an exciting season for our Detroit Pistons. But you don't have to play for the team to get the same elite health care that keeps them at their best.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
See the future of basketball with the Motor City Cruise, the official G League affiliate of the Detroit Pistons. Enjoy high-energy action, family-friendly fun, giveaways, free parking, and mascot appearances at Wayne State Fieldhouse. Create a family tradition with the 2026-27 membership today at cruisebasketball.com/membership.
Now it's time for the Henry Ford Health Injury Report. And the Pistons do have Kevin Huerter on the shelf with a left abductor strain. He's been having problems with his hip since the series began, and now he's out for this one. But on the other side, one of the star players for the Orlando Magic, Franz Wagner, will not play because of a right calf strain. So those are the guys who won't. We'll be back to set the starting lineups and get the keys to winning. from Piston legend Rick Mahorn in just a moment. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
Piston fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience, especially during the 2026 NBA playoffs, presented by Google. As the official ticket marketplace of the Detroit Pistons and the NBA, Ticketmaster gets you to every round of the playoffs so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite Piston stars up close to being there when the champions are crowned. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring playoff tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Piston.
Did you hear? Now when you play Cash Pop from the Michigan Lottery, there are not 4, but 8 drawings every hour. That means twice the... Yeah! Twice the... I love this game! And twice the chance to scream... I won! So just by matching one of 15 numbers, you now have more chances for winning up to $5,000. More drawings means more numbers dropping and more cash popping. So now there's twice the fun when you play Cash Pop. Yes! Only from the Michigan Lottery. Cool! Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
George Blaha with Rick Mahorn in downtown Detroit. A must-win game. That's right, a must-win game for the 60-win Pistons here against the Orlando Magic, trailing 3-1 in this first-round series. And with a key guy on the sidelines, Franz Wagner, for Orlando, they have a new starter. And he has been an important guy for them in this series, shown some great flashes. Jamal Cain. We'll talk more about that as the game moves on. But as you look at the overview here, Mr. Mahorn, what's your thoughts about the Pistons' keys to winning?
Well, the keys today, since they don't have Franz Wagner, you have to have 48 minutes of no let-up. I mean, offense and defense. Got to make sure that you don't let Orlando get to the free throw line. You got to play defense because they've been getting to the free throw line early and often, and that's what usually starts off their game. If you can keep it up-tempo, but also rebound the basketball and get points in the paint. Some way, somehow, but it is what it is.
Pistons have produced plenty of turnovers.
That's another one.
Not that they have turned Orlando over. They've turned the ball over themselves, and that has been problematic. The starters for the Orlando Magic, Jamal Cain, a Detroiter, 6'7", 191, can jump out of the gym and make threes. I got to quote Desmond Bain. He said when he saw this guy in the early gym, this is like his third different two-way contract in the league. He said any guy that can shoot threes, jump like that, and plays that hard, they don't grow on trees. I think he's a rotation player, or at least a roster player, and he's played like that in the series, hasn't he?
He has played like that when he's got the time out there. I mean, he's athletic, but it's also the timing of it. It's like when someone goes down, he stepped up, especially in that fourth period where he was playing defense and getting steals, taking the ball coast to coast, and doing some things. Just the Pistons got to be better defensively. They're there defensively, but offensively they got it. Duncan Robinson's got to make shots. You got to make sure that you keep their defense honest, because when they double team Cade, somebody's got to be open.
Exactly. So Jamal Cain and Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr., Desmond Bain, and Jalen Suggs will be the starters for the Orlando Magic. On the Pistons side of the ledger, as we watch the guys leave the huddle and head to midcourt, Cade Cunningham, the star, joined by Duncan Robinson in the backcourt. Asar Thompson and Tobias Harris, who's had a great series at the forwards. And Jalen Duren is the man in the middle. The officials are John Goebel, Curtis Blair, and Kevin Cutler. Trey Maddox is the alternate official. Kevin Cutler, with his size, won't have too much trouble making the throw. Wendell Carter Jr. will jump it up with J.D. And the Pistons win the tip. Again, dressed in white. Cade on the left wing gets the screen from J.D. Takes it to the right wing against Suggs. Low right to Jalen Duren, two-timed. Turns into Carter, turns back to the lane, fires, fills it, and a foul.
Need more of that, getting into the paint. Wendell Carter, give him in foul trouble like you did in game 2. And that was just nice move by JD in that painted area. You're going to need that.
He's at the stripe, and his team already is up 2-zip. 16 seconds into the basketball game.
And I like how the Pistons came out with a double screen, because when they were coming out with a single screen, only thing Wagner and Wagner really made sure that he switched out on JD.
Jalen Duren with a free throw is up, and it's in. And the Pistons are up 3-zip. How about the young man from the Motor City? Jamal Cain brings it to forecourt, top side of Banchero. Banchero launches a 20-foot gun. It's in and out. Rebound to Sar Thompson.
And I like the force of the Sar Thompson pushing that ball.
Brings it all the way to the left baseline. Steps outside against Banchero. Shovels on the left wing to Tobias. Tobias to the baseline. Tobias with a floating gun. No, but he's hit on the shot, and the whistle will blow.
And that's good. The Pistons getting 2 team fouls on Orlando.
Banchero now with one. Earlier, Wendell Carter Jr. hit with a foul. And we're less than a minute into the basketball game.
Got a great officiating staff. I tell you, Curtis Blair, and you got Kevin Cutler, who can also play if he wanted to.
He's big enough. I don't know if he's big enough to play against you, but he's big enough. Overall, Tobias drew the foul, missed the first free throw. John Goebel, the other official out there, the coaching matchup, 2 guys who are friends, J.B. Bickerstaff and Jamal Mosley. Tobias missed both free throws, but JD's got the rebound. Back to Tobias, and he jams it. So much for those 2 missed free throws. The Pistons are up now 5-0. Suggs up the right side. Top side, Banchero nearly lost it to Cade. Banchero in the lane, whips it left corner with Desmond Bain. He'll drive in, scoop, and score.
Got to do a better job of keeping Bain and keep out of the paint.
Asar up the right side. Top side, JD. A bounce to Cade. Cade fakes the shot on the left wing, gives it foul line to Asar. Sideline left to Duncan Robinson. Shoots a pass out to Cade. Here's the long gun. It won't go from the left wing. Ball loose on the deck and saved. Right corner by Banchero to Bain. Bain up the right side. Stops from 3, fires and misses. Tobias gathers in the rebound. Took it away from Carter Jr. Deep dish to Jalen Duren. Shot blocked by Cain.
Another foul.
But that's a foul and maybe a goaltend.
No, it's 2. No goaltender.
This is something maybe had it on the glass.
You might challenge it.
On the glass and taken off the glass by the fingertips. No goaltend, 2 free throws for Jalen Duren. The foul on Desmond Bain.
Duren really came out with a lot of energy right now. Right now, Orlando has 3 team fouls. It's similar to what they did down in Orlando when Orlando had 3 straight.
Jalen Duren makes 2 free throws at 7-2. Jalen Suggs up the middle for the Magic. Leaves it topside for Bain. Screens from Carter Jr. Deep right wing to Suggs. Suggs in the lane. Floater from in front, won't fall. Ripping it off the iron is Tobias. Gives to Asar. Asar down the lane, lays it up. Shot was too hard, but a foul.
If that's Banchero. Yes, that's Bain's second foul. Oh, it's on Suggs.
I believe it's on Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, it's on Suggs.
Is.
Too many single-digit numbers.
Yeah. And a single-digit, number 9 at the line. It's Asar Thompson.
And 4-0. Pistons got fouls on Orlando. Something similar to what Orlando used to get.
Asar's first free throw is off the heel, no. Who gets another? His team's up 5. We've played just over 2 minutes. Second free throw's off the front iron, but Asar has the rebound. Cat quick to the ball. Shoots the pass, wing in the right to Cade. Right corner to Tobias off his fingertips and out of bounds.
He was expecting Cade to shoot the ball.
Suggs to forecourt for Orlando. Pistons up 7-2. 9:42 to play in the first. Banchero left of the lane against Tobias. Backs in. Hook from in front. Way wide. Rebounded by J.D. Bothered a little bit by Tobias on the shot. Good D. Cade to Tobias in the lane. Tobias fights his way to the basket. Scores it off the window. Count that baby in a foul.
And that's two. If that's on Banchero, that's 2 fouls. 5 team fouls and 9 minutes left in this quarter. Pistons got to keep on attack mode.
It is the second on Banchero, Rick. Tobias has had a brilliant series, in my opinion. We'll try to make it a 3-point trip. The Pistons have out-rebounded him 6-1 so far. His free throw's off the heel, but Duncan Robinson's got the rebound. Gives to Asar on the right wing. Top side to Tobias. Left wing Cade. Cade to the left corner. Cross-court dish intended for Duncan Robinson. Swiped by Bain. Bain with a steal. To the other end, lays it up, plays it in. It's 9-4 Pistons. 2
turnovers, and right now Orlando's just saying, okay, we're going to take your first punch.
9 to play in the first. Cade up the right side, met by Bain on the wing. Top side Duncan Robinson. His long gun does not go. Tapped by J.D. is up, and it's in.
Everything's going good for the Pistons.
Jalen Duren with a quick 7. 8:42 to play in the first. It's 11-4. Pistons by 7. Bain forecourt, triple left wing, and it's in.
I mean, he's one of their best 3-point shooters. Got to know where he is on the court.
Has all 7 of their points. Cade up the right side. Cade backs in. Fires from in front. Fills it. That was like taking candy from a baby, even in traffic. It's 13-7 Pistons. Magic. Right wing. Bain misses. Asar Thompson with a rebound. Takes it to forecourt. Topside Tobias will drive it right into traffic and backed away on a foul by, or a block rather, by Wendell Carter Jr. Kane topside to Bain. Shot clock at 10. Desmond Bain. 2-time by Duncan Robinson, and Cade ran up a wide hook, but Wendell Carter Jr. has the rebound. To Banchero down the lane. Lefty hook on the run, no, but a whistle and a foul. The foul's on Jalen Duren.
Looked like it was a travel, but you got to make sure that you can get the ball.
Anthony Black, top 20 in the league in steals in the regular season, at 6'7" and 212. And the lottery pick out of Arkansas a couple of years ago, about to check in. Banchero has missed the first free throw.
I like the way the Pistons are getting to the free throw line by attacking and keeping Orlando on their heels.
Banchero will try again. 13-7 Pistons. Second one is up and it's in. So it's a 5-point Piston lead. Cade up the right side. Cade to the right corner. Cade fires the 3 and it's through. Sweet looking triple, got nothing but net. 16-8 Pistons. Banchero to forecourt. Leaves it topside for Suggs. Left wing to Banchero. Here's a long gun. It goes. Net didn't move. He shot it over Cade from deep left. It's 16-11.
Orlando's hanging in there, weathering the storm.
Asar up the left side. Asar takes the top side. Winning the right to Duncan Robinson against Wendell Carter Jr. On top to J.D. He knows somebody's not a center's got him, but the ball is tapped away. A swipe, Bancaro at the head of the break, jams it, and now it's 16-13.
And that's the third turnover by the Pistons. Orlando has none.
Nassar up the right side. Nassar to the basket. Shoots a pass, left corner to Tobias. Tobias will stop from 15, fire. It's in and out. Tapped, though, up and in by Nassar.
Rebounding, man. It is imperative.
Great body control there. His first hoop. He has 4 rebounds. 18-13 Pistons. Halfway through the first, Desmond Bane for the Magic. Misses a 3, top of the key. Rebound comes off the deck to J.D., hands to Cade.
That's 3 on Bane.
Bane's on the floor on the other end.
And him and Duncan Robinson are going at it.
He wants to go after Duncan Robinson. Duncan just goes to the Piston bench.
Bane with his second foul.
Bane kind of took a dive. And he got a technical. A little bit of a wrap-up by Duncan Robinson. I didn't see a shove that would have taken him down. We're going to a timeout. 6:05 to play first quarter. A personal foul and a technical foul on Desmond Bane of the Magic. The Pistons lead them by 5, 18-13. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
Together, let's drive.
These days, prices are going up all over. You have to stretch every dollar. That's why Wallside is stretching out your payments with 82 months, 0% interest, plus half off every window. Wallside's energy-efficient windows means lower heating and cooling costs. This never-before offer, 82 months, 0% interest, will never come again. From your place for affordable quality, Wallside. 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
Welcome back to Little Caesars Arena. George Blaha with Rick Mahorn. Jenny Hornatsky is our studio engineer. Right here courtside is Tim Jetski. Joe Abramson is our statistician. And the latest is that was only a personal foul on Desmond Bane, not a technical foul. So we've gotten ourselves through half of the first quarter, and the Pistons have a 5-point lead, shooting almost 64%, holding Orlando to just under 42%, and they've crushed them on the glass 11-3, Ricky.
So that's the thing, Pistons are doing the Pistons things that they've done in the regular season. Continue to put the pounding on them, but you got to sustain it for 48 minutes. Even though, Pistons are getting to the free throw line, got to make your free throws. And Orlando just feel like they're on their heels right now.
Pistons 7 for 11 from the floor, but only 3 out of 8 from the free throw line. You wanted to hear some noise from Jalen Duren. So far, so good. He has 7 points. He has 3 rebounds, 1 assist in just under 6 minutes. And the Pistons in the paint, where they beat up everybody in the entire league, have a 12-6 advantage.
It's the long game. Got to make
Bane
sure.
Went down, and Duncan Robinson walked over and said, "That's a flop." Desmond Bane didn't like to hear that. Now Duncan Robinson's at the free throw line after what did look like a flop. It was hard to see why he went down. First free throws off the heel. The Pistons
3 for 9.
Messing up at the stripe. Duncan Robinson will try again. This one's through. It's 19-13. Driving down the lane and hanging and scooping and scoring as Paolo Banchero for Orlando. He kind of caught the Pistons back on their heels. Danis Jenkins has checked in for the Pistons. Cade gets a rest. Duncan Robinson topside squares up the gun for three, and it's through. You could tell by the look in his eye that was going down.
You need his scoring. He's been not doing what he needs to do in those other games.
22-15. Banchero, right corners to Carter Jr. trying to get to the basket.
Foul on Jalen Duren.
There's a bump and a foul on JD on the drive.
This is second.
It is 2 on Jalen. And here comes the crowd favorite. Sometimes he is not considered a favorite in other people's gymnasiums, but Isaiah Stewart will check in for JD. Here's the welcome from the crowd for Stu, Beef Stew. Basket cut though on the out of bounds for Anthony Black. He got himself a dunk. Pistons weren't ready for that. It's 22-17.
That's 2 times they haven't been ready.
Danis Jenkins up the left side. Dribble hands to Asar. Top side, Tobias. Tobias right to the rim off the window and in. Took it right up the gut. He has a half a dozen. Pistons are shooting over 60%, nearly 70%. Banchero cross court to De Silva, who's just checked in. Triple try, in and out from the left wing. Asar up the middle. Gives to Tobias. Top side to Asar, now on the left wing to Danis Jenkins. Backs up against Black. Into the lane for Asar, lays it up on a reverse and in. Orlando tries to rush it up to De Silva, and his shot won't fall, but he's fouled. Between Duncan Robinson and Stu, they got him stopped with a foul. They call the foul on Duncan. Would they change it to Stu? The foul is on Isaiah Stewart. Official held up 5-5. De Silva at the free throw line.
Made the first one.
Made the first free throw. Second on the way, off the heel. Stu with a rebound. Bounces to Tobias. Now Danis Jenkins works the middle against Suggs. Left wing to Cade, who's back. Cade hits for the corner. Inside for Isaiah Stewart. Ball batted away, looked like a foul. Tobias comes up with it. And now we do have a foul on De Silva. Kevin Cutler calls the foul on De Silva. That is the 6th foul on the Magic. Tobias will step to the stripe.
They have 7 fouls. That's 17 fouls. But the fact is, the Pistons, every time they attack the basket, they go to the free throw line. So I continue to go to the basket.
Tobias' first free throw is up and it's in. Jamal Cain off the bench for Orlando. He and De Silva, Black, Gogo, Batadze, and Banchero on the floor for the Magic. Tobias hits them both. Pistons by 10. 28-18, biggest lead so far. Banchero, left hands up the middle. Banchero to the right wing, Banchero to the right baseline. Throws up a prayer, no answer. Comes off the floor, though, to Banchero, and he scores it off the window.
He's talking to the refs, thinking that he's supposed to get a foul.
Cade up the right side for the Pistons. Cade against Banchero, crosses him over on the right baseline. Bumped by Banchero, fires, no. Tapped up and in by Stu. Pistons 30, the Magic 20. Banchero, left hands, left side. Works against Stu, deep on the wing. Pass in the paint, picked off by Cade. Cade shoots a pass to Danis Jenkins. Right corner three won't go through. A tap by Stu will not, but Taze with a rebound to De Silva. De Silva to Banchero on the right baseline. 15-footer going to be short. Rebound Isaiah Stewart to Cade. Cade to Danis in traffic. Off to Karis LeVert for a baseline drive and a dunk. And the Pistons now have him down a dozen early. The Pistons 32 and Orlando 20 with 2:57 to play in the first. That pushes the Magic into a timeout on the Pistons radio network for Ticketmaster.
It's an exciting season for our Detroit Pistons. But you don't have to play for the team to get the same elite health care that keeps them at their best.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
Your Detroit Pistons are Central Division champions for the first time since 2008. Now be a part of the excitement as they make their run in the 2026 NBA playoffs and bring that all-dog energy back to Little Caesars Arena. Head to Ticketmaster.com/Pistons. Secure your spot right now. You already know, this is Detroit basketball. All dog.
Diversified Members Credit Union has been proudly serving Metro Detroit for nearly 100 years. DMCU brings the hustle, shares the wealth, and goes hard in the paint for its members. Whether you're budgeting for everyday life or saving up for your next big play, DMCU is here to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Because when Detroit wins, we all win. Visit DMCU.com to join the team today. That's DMCU.com. Member NCUA.
That commercial break brought to you in part by Kia, an official automotive sponsor of your Detroit Pistons. Pistons punching in the mouth in the paint. They have a 20-12 lead in points in the paint, and they are 10 for 11 in the paint. Tobias Harris has 8. JD has 7. Cade has scored 5. And the Pistons are shooting .667, .333 on threes for Orlando, 2 for 5 on threes for the Pistons. Orlando shooting 8 for 18 overall. We have 2:57 to play in the first half. And our game's brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law. Injured? Get the Bernstein advantage. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM. The 26 NBA playoff tickets are on sale right now. Don't miss out on all the electric all-dog energy right here at Little Caesars Arena. Secure your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com/Pistons. And new Piston playoff gear just dropped. Get authentic shirts, hats, jerseys, and more at Pistons313shop.com. Detroit style. Game time, anytime. Pistons are tearing them up so far, 32-20. Long game, still 2:57 to play in the first. Karis LeVert, Javonte Green, Stu, Danis Jenkins, and Cade on the court. Orlando inbounds to Jamal Cain, hands to Anthony Black. Black left-handing up the middle, almost lost the dribble. Got all the way to the rim, though, and laid it in. It helps to be 6-7. And it's 32-22, the Pistons by 10. Cade up the left side for the Pistons, working the hoop to our right in front of their bench. Cade against Kane, screen from Jenkins. Cade goes to the right wing, cross court to Danis, down the lane, tried to jam it. Ended up short off the iron.
Blocked by...
In traffic, was blocked. Anthony Black blocked the shot. Kane to forecourt. Kane in the lane. Flips up a floater and fills it up. You look at a guy like that and you wonder why he had to work so hard to get to the league. It's 32-24 Pistons. A minute and 56 to play in the first. Cade forecourt, left wing, cross court to Karis LeVert. Left corner Danis, all alone for a long gun. It won't go. Rebound to De Silva, ahead to Bain. Desmond Bain went behind his back and lost the ball. 3-on-1 break. Danis to the basket, reverse Glasser, good! 34-24. Pistons by 10, a minute and a half to play in the first. Tristan De Silva, forecourt, left wing. Bothered by Karis LeVert. Top side to Batadze. That's his first touch, I believe. Wing on the right to Black. Black bounces it inside to Batadze. He'll hook it and miss it. Tapped in by De Silva. 34-26 Pistons. A minute and 7 to play in the first. Cade up the right side. Hands to Karis LeVert. LeVert takes it top side. Wing on the right to Cade. Deep to Stu. His shot's going to be short, but he was hit on the arm on the shot. The foul is on Batadze. Stu at the stripe. Eyes the rim, the free throw's on the way, and it's in. Three points, 3 rebounds for Isaiah Stewart. He and the Pistons lead by 9. He could make it 10, and he does. Second free throw is down. Hit the iron, but fell anyway. 36-26. Anthony Black up the left side. Black has it now topside against Danis Jenkins. Hooks it right wing to Batadze against Stu. He's way outside. Right of the lane to De Silva against Karis LeVert. Clock's running out. It's at 4. It's at 3. It's at 2. He turns and fires. It's off the heel. Good box out rebound by Stu. Tapped it to Cade. Cade forecourt topside with 22 seconds to play in the first. And the Pistons up 10 here in downtown Detroit. Cade against Black. Now Kane picks him up on the right wing. Shot clock's at 6. Puts it down. Now topside Danis. Triple try. No. Off the heel. Cade with the rebound. Back up with a lefty jam. Pistons 38. Orlando 26. Bain in backcourt. Takes too much time to get them a shot on the other end. And at the end of one, the Pistons have flexed a little muscle here in Motown. Trailing 3-1 in the series. This is a must-win game, obviously. And so far, so good. The Pistons have the Magic down a dozen after one. It's 38-26 Pistons on the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Did you hear? Now when you play Cash Pop from the Michigan Lottery, there are not 4, but 8 drawings every hour. That means twice the...
Yeah!
Twice the...
I love this game!
And twice the chance to scream...
I won!
So just by matching one of 15 numbers, you now have more chances for winning up to $5,000. More drawings means more numbers dropping and more cash popping. So now there's twice the fun when you play Cash Pop.
Yes!
Only from the Michigan Lottery.
Cool!
Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
I'm Cade Cunningham. In basketball and in life, it's all about respect. It's about getting respect and giving it. Sam Bernstein Law gets big-time respect for their results, their experience, and their resources. But they give respect, too, by listening, by putting their clients first, by treating every person like family. Getting respect and giving respect, that's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me.
Rougiette is helping men take control of their sexual health with Ready, the 3-in-1 ED treatment that works in as fast as 15 minutes. At Rougiette.com, board-certified doctors build your personalized treatment plan with meds shipped discreetly to your door. 100% online, zero judgment, just ED treatment formulated with proven ingredients. Rougiette, official men's prescription partner of the Detroit Pistons. Get started at Rougiette.com/Pistons. That's RUGIET.com/Pistons.
Welcome back to downtown Detroit. That timeout break brought to you in part by Kia, an official vehicle sponsor of your Detroit Pistons. Ricky, 38-26 after one. Are you satisfied with how the Pistons have played so far? Rick, I just asked you if you're satisfied with the way the Pistons have played so far.
Yeah, got to continue to keep the pressure on them. They're pushing the basketball and getting points in the paint. So you got to continue to keep that tough defense.
Defense has held Orlando to 478. That's not bad, but the Pistons have shot 583, and the Pistons are 12 out of 15 in the paint. Trying to win and force a Game 6 on Friday in Orlando, and then a Game 7 back here on Sunday. Tristan Da Silva, Anthony Black, Jamal Cain, Goga Batadze, and Desmond Bane for the Magic. LeVert, Javonte Green, Cade, and Stu, and Asar Thompson for the Pistons. Batadze with a catch inside in the first possession of the second quarter. Asar Thompson called for a trip. So a quick team foul on the home team here. No Franz Wagner for Orlando, out with a calf strain. That's a dangerous injury. Jamal Cain has it left wing, left corner, Anthony Black. Triple try, yes. It's through for three. 38-29, Anthony Black has 7. And Carroll leads them in scoring with 10. Isaiah Stewart, topside Karis LeVert for the Pistons. LeVert sideline left to Cade. Cade brings it topside against Da Silva. Breaks him down with a drive, a push on the run, no. Rebound comes off to Da Silva. Anthony Black and now Bane flying down the lane. Tried to lay it off to Batadze, and the pass too hot to handle and out of bounds. It'll be Piston basketball. Cade right hands to work up the right side. Cade to the right corner. Topside Stu. Here's a three, and it's just short. Rebound Jamal Cain. The Detroiter brings it up the left side against Cade. Takes it topside. Bounces it to Bane. Bane left wing to Goga Batadze. Shot clock at 10. Leaves it there for Anthony Black. Black to the lane. Shoots the pass left corner intended for Cain. Taken away by Asar. Pistons on the break. Karis LeVert could not finish in a crowd. And Orlando brings it down. Black into the lane. Black with a gun on the run. Pistons tap it outside to Cade. And there is a foul on Anthony Black. Pistons with the basketball, 10 and 15 to play in the first half. They lead Orlando 38-29 here in downtown Detroit. Cade up the right side. Cade on the wing. Screen from Javonte Green, but Kane slides through it. Another screen on top from Stu. Cade to the left elbow. Turns and fires and fills it up. Found himself a shot. Stu helped. It's 40-29. 9:49 to play in the half. Anthony Black up the left side. Top side to Bain. Wing on the right to Jamal Kane against Karis LeVert. On top to Bataze. A bounce leading Kane to the basket. Couldn't hang on to it. He's on the deck. Stu blocks a shot try. And on the other end, the long gun for Cade is right down the middle. The Pistons 43. And the Magic 29. 9:27 to play in the first half. And Orlando will take a timeout. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network, presented by Ticketmaster.
Did you hear? Now when you play Cash Pop from the Michigan Lottery, there are not 4, but 8 drawings every hour. That means twice the... Yeah! Twice the... I love this game. And twice the chance to scream... I won! So just by matching one of 15 numbers, you now have more chances for winning up to $5,000. More drawings means more numbers dropping and more cash popping. So now there's twice the fun when you play Cash Pop. Yes! Only from the Michigan Lottery. Cool. Knowing your limits is always the best bet.
It's playoff basketball. You got to do a little bit of everything.
The intensity levels are at an all-time high. These are the NBA playoffs. Every team looking to make a run.
This is incredible.
Every player looking to make history.
Give me all you got.
So tune in, because this is going to be unbelievable.
This is exactly what we want.
The NBA playoffs presented by Google continue on ABC, ESPN, NBC, Peacock, and Prime.
Did you know StockX started in Detroit? From a small team in 2016 to a global marketplace today. We've stayed true to our roots, built on transparency, driven by culture. Our real-time marketplace gives you access to buy and sell the latest sneakers, streetwear, apparel, and more. From the greatest grails to the hottest drops, every release you're looking for is here, even after it sells out. Built in Detroit. Trusted worldwide. Download the app or sign up online. StockX. Now you know.
Welcome back to downtown Detroit. So far, so good for the Pistons, who must win today to force a Game 6 in Orlando on Friday. Pistons 43 and the Magic 29. Calls have gone the Pistons' way because they've had a little more energy and a little more fight. The critical calls are brought to you by Corewell Health, reminding you that together we can overcome any obstacle and fight any battle. Pistons with 9:27 to play in the half, Rick. Shooting 552 to 462. They're winning that points in the paint battle. Not killing them in the paint, but it's 26-18.
I mean, they're getting good looks at the basket, attacking the basket. A lot of foul trouble by Orlando Magic. So they got to continue to force that, keep that force going.
2 personal fouls on Banchero, 2 on Suggs, 1 on Kane, and 1 on Wendell Carter Jr. Jalen Duren is checking back in for the Pistons. Danis Jenkins in the ball game. Cade getting another rest. Danis, Javonte Green, Karis LeVert, Asar Thompson, and JD for the Pistons. Banchero, Black, Kane, Carter Jr., and Desmond Bain for the Magic. Pistons lead them 43-29. Paolo Banchero, right hands up the right side. They now swing it left wing to Black against Danis. Significant height advantage there. He almost lost the ball to Danis, though. He cross courts, right corner. Jamal Cain, 2 on the shot clock. A force and a miss, but a foul late in the shot clock on Karis LeVert. I think JB took a look at that foul, didn't think he saw one. And he will challenge the call.
Got him on the elbow.
Challenge Detroit. They're challenging the defensive foul call on the floor.
I did see a touch on the elbow on the replay that I saw. We'll find out what the officials think when they take a long look at it. John Goebel and Curtis Blair, the top 2 officials here. And we'll take a break with 9:05 to play in the first half. Pistons 43, Orlando 29 on the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
Piston fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience, especially during the 2026 NBA playoffs, presented by Google. As the official ticket marketplace of the Detroit Pistons and the NBA, Ticketmaster gets you to every round of the playoffs so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite Piston stars up close to being there when the champions are crowned. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring playoff tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Pistons.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
I'm Cade Cunningham. In basketball and in life, it's all about respect. It's about getting respect and giving it. Sam Bernstein Law gets big-time respect for their results, their experience, and their resources. But they give respect, too. By listening, by putting their clients first, by treating every person like family. Getting respect and giving respect. That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me.
Now, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network.
Secure your 26-27 Pistons memberships powered by Ticketmaster to lock in playoff priority access, members-only merchandise discounts, and exclusive events like Meet the Team. Head to Pistons.com/memberships to lock in right now. Pistons have needed to lock in from the get-go. So far, so good, Rick?
So far, so good. Still got a lot of time. Second half, and still got 9 minutes in this quarter.
Cade Cunningham has been rested a little bit in this one, but he is still played almost 13 minutes.
After review, LeVert makes illegal contact with Cain's left arm on the three-point shot attempt. Therefore, the encore ruling stands. The challenge is unsuccessful.
Now, you may have heard the announcement. Unsuccessful challenge. It was a personal foul. Karis LeVert did clip him on the elbow on the shot. Cain at the free throw line. And the Pistons have lost another challenge because the first one was incorrect, and therefore they can't challenge anymore. Cain missed the first of 3, nailed the next. And the third is right on through. So it's 43-31 Pistons. Just over 9 minutes to play in the first half. Nassar Thompson up the right side. Nassar leaves the top side for Danis Jenkins against Anthony Black. Danis to the lane. Danis to the basket. Danis off the glass. No, it's short, but a foul. The foul is on Anthony Black. And Danis will step to the stripe. More opportunities for Danis in this one, it appears. We don't want to wear out Cade with all this pressure that's on him anyway, right, Rick?
I tell you, it's it's different rotations, different series, different games. That you go with your regular rotation, or you just stay with what you feel that as a coach, what you feel is good.
2 free throws for Danis Jenkins. It's 45-31. The Pistons with the lead, 8:38 to play in the half. Paolo Banchero up the middle against Javonte Green. In the paint to Black. Shoots a pass right corner to Carter Jr. Wing on the right to Suggs. Put it on the deck and lost it. Danis and the Pistons on the break. Right corner to Javonte Green. He's open. He fires. He fills it up. The long gun goes. Pistons 48. The Magic 31. Orlando has yet to lead. The Pistons now with a 17-point advantage. 8:06 to play in the half. Magic down deep. Banchero couldn't convert. Ends up in the right corner in the hands of De Silva, though. Banchero leans in from the right, fires, and there's a whistle and a foul on the shot. It's on Danis Jenkins. Duncan Robinson and Cade and Tobias about to check back in. Pistons already leading 48-31. 7:57 to play in the half. Banchero's first free throw is up and it's in. Karis LeVert, Danis Jenkins, and Javonte Green come out. They played well. Banchero at the free throw line. Got one, missed the next. JD with a rebound. Pistons starters on the court. Nassar Thompson in the lane. Nassar Thompson tried to bounce it right corner to Tobias. It's kicked with 9 on the shot clock. No kick. At least it's not ruled a kick. It's out of bounds. 9 on the shot clock. Cade from the right corner. Bringing the right to JD. Gives to Duncan Robinson. Duncan gunning. Won't go. Off the rim to Banchero. Paolo Banchero up the middle. Banchero stop and go to the basket. Missed the shot, but drew a foul. It's the first on Cade. With 7:27 in the first half, Cade Cunningham gets his first personal foul. He leads the Pistons with 12 points. He's high in the ball game. Paolo Banchero has 11 for Orlando. Banchero at the free throw line. Now he has 12 as the first free throw falls. Crowd lets them know they're here, and the second one falls. It rattled, but it went. 48-34. Pistons with the lead and the ball. Cade up the left side. Cade top side. Gets to the foul line. Gets to the left elbow. Fires from there. No. Banchero with a rebound. Banchero up the left side. Stops a long gun on the way, and it's down. The triple for Banchero makes it 48-37. 6 straight for the Magic. Cade up the left side. Cade from the left baseline. Gunning no. but a whistle from Curtis Blair. And the foul is called on De Silva. With 6:57 to play in the first half. The Pistons have led by 17. Right now, they lead by 11. Make it 12 as Cade hits the first free throw. Toes the line. The dribble and the shot, and he sticks it. Cade has 14. Pistons lead him 50-37. Banchero up the middle. Banchero rocks that dribble on top. Spins, can't find a shot against Cade. The ball poked away. Cade knocks it away to Tobias. Tobias on the break, lays it up lefty and in at the end. It doesn't drop. Away it comes to Banchero. Banchero down the lane. He lays it up. He lays it in. He has 18 points, keeping him semi-close. It's 50-39 Pistons. 6:20 to play in the half. Jalen Duren winging the left to Asar. Dribble hands to Tobias. Tobias behind the foul line. Leaves it there for Jalen Duren. Clock at 6. For Duncan Robinson. Looked like he was tackled almost by De Silva. De Silva didn't bring him down. De Silva went down himself, and he's hit with his third foul. Fourth team foul, not a shooting foul. Pistons inbound to Tobias. Now Jalen Duren right behind the foul line. Eyeball to eyeball for Wendell Carter Jr. Pass mid-right to Tobias. Knocked away and out of bounds by Anthony Black. Shot clock's at 5.
It's a jump ball. They're trying to decide who did it, who knocked it out. Jump ball.
If they don't know, jump it up. Ricky called that about a minute ago. Black and Tobias each reach for the ball. The crowd thinks it's off Black, of course. Jump ball at midcourt between the two bigs is won by the Magic. Bain with the basketball. Bain, deep left wing now against Duncan Robinson. On top to Wendell Carter Jr. Drops it to Anthony, or to Banchero rather, on the left wing. Banchero goes baseline. A hanging gun goes, and he draws a foul. It's on Duncan Robinson. It's 50-41. Banchero has 20 points in the first half, keeping the Magic in the ball game. 5:42 to play in the half. The Pistons with a 9-point lead. Banchero way short with a free throw. Rebound to Sar Thompson. Almost lost it. And it's taken away by Bain, who fell. And he tried to call timeout. I believe he did.
He got the timeout, but a lot of extra activity after. Ref's going to have to look at this.
Asar came up behind him, brushed him down. Meantime, the Pistons at this moment outplaying Orlando, and they lead in the ball game 50-41.
It's under review.
The officials taking a look at what happened. We'll keep it here and remind you that nothing beats seeing your team hit the hardwood live, like you're seeing right now if you're in the building. Get your tickets now, even if it's last minute, at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Detroit Pistons and the NBA. Sar Thompson was standing a little bit over Desmond Bane. Bane got up. Sar was pushed off in the process. Some tempers flared. I don't believe anything happened there. We'll see. Right now, Ricky, you're looking at a 10-2 Orlando run, and all 10 from Paolo Banchero.
The thing is, Orlando's a team that's just going to continue to fight uphill. And they're not, I mean, as long as you keep it to single digits.
After review, there were no unsportsmanlike acts that occurred during the death ball. Therefore, there's no penalty on the play.
Probably a good call by John Goebel and this crew. Ivan 37 to play in the half. It's 50-41, the Pistons lead. And it's just about what we expected. Pistons came out firing, but Orlando confident enough with this 3-1 series lead. They've been able to respond at least to a degree. And they've come back to within 9. They trailed by 17. 5:35 to play in the half. Bane has it topside for the Magic. Fires over Jalen Duren and misses. That was a tough shot. KD tall, not a hand in his face and then above his head. Pistons boarded. Here comes Cade. Cade spins to the lane. Fires from in front. It's short. Taps it up. No. But a foul. You got to do something to stop him. They did. They fouled him. It's a second on Wendell Carter Jr. And Cade will step to the stripe with 5:17 to play in the first half. First free throw, softly up and in. Paolo Banchero has 11 shot tries for Orlando. He's high in the game. Cade has 10 to lead the Pistons. Two perfect free throws for Cade. He has 16, and the Pistons lead 52-41. 5:12 to play in the half. Banchero up the middle. Banchero to the left elbow. No shot there. Deep on the right to Bane. He is open, and he does drain it from downtown. Way behind the long line. He has 10. The Piston lead trimmed to 8 with 4:52 to play in the half. Cade topside. Starts down the left side against Bane. Stops, fires, fills it from about 14. He has 18, and the Pistons are up 10. Cade with 11 here in the second quarter. Banchero, long gunning, deep right, no. For Orlando, the rebound to Sar Thompson. Sar all the way to the left baseline. Top side to JD. Jalen Duren puts it on the deck. Goes mid-right to Tobias. Tobias got Suggs on him. Turns, pushes, Suggs is down. The shot won't go. Tobias gets another, and this one's right down the middle. Came back to him, and now he has 10. 56-44. Pistons now with 16 second chance points. Desmond Bane topside for Orlando. Wing in the left to Banchero. Banchero to the lane, lost the handle, but is scooped up by Wendell Carter Jr. Right corner to Suggs, and he triples. Suggs, who couldn't find a shot that he could make, he just won in game 4. Has that 3 to make it 56-47 Pistons. 3.5 to play in the half. Cade up top against Black. Cade goes left baseline, sends it, scores it. 17 feet away, and it's 58-47. Cade has 20. Not forcing anything. Orlando goes right corner to Wendell Carter Jr., and he hits a three. His first scratch of the ball game. His first shot of the ball game. 3 minutes till halftime. Pistons are up 8. Tobias on top. Deep inside to Asar. They'll dribble through the paint against Banchero. The Cade cutting down the lane. Back of the left elbow to JD. Missed the shot. But he is, as he dishes to Cade, helping to make a play. And they call a foul on Desmond Bain. And that'll put Cade on the line. Isaiah Stewart's about to check in. You want physical? Stay tuned. 2:49 till halftime. Desmond Bain grabbing Tobias's arm. Tobias kind of shoved him away. There might be some blood on the floor. The ball boys are wiping up. Now I think we'll get back to basketball with Cade at the free throw line. 2:49 to play in the half. 58-50. Pistons with the lead. Cade at the free throw line. He's already scored 20. Now 21. First free throw is up and it's in. Isaiah Stewart has checked in for Jalen Duren. Kane for Bain for the Magic. Cade buries both free throws. Pistons 60, the Magic 50. Orlando's basketball. Anthony Black with just under 3 to play in the half. Gives to Banchero, who works against Tobias up the middle. Banchero rocks the dribble back to the timeline. Banchero heads to the left wing. Tobias still in his face. Now Stu's got him. He'll send it back on the left side to Anthony Black. Bumped down by Karis LeVert. Black hit the floor. Karis with his second foul. Pistons in the penalty. Anthony Black at the free throw line. What are you thinking, Rick? Still so far so good?
As long as you continue to keep it at least up by 10. It's only 5 baskets. Got to get 5 stops if you're Orlando. Pistons got to continue to score.
Black missed the first free throw. Scores on the second. Pistons with a 9-point lead, 2:25 to play in the half. Cade up the right side. Pistons working the hoop to our right in front of their bench. Cade right baseline. Turn and gun, no, but a foul is going to be called on Jamal Cain by Curtis Blair. Cain saying, why me? Well, you're the one guarding Cade Cunningham. As impressive as you have been, you're probably not going to get a break on those calls. Here's the first free throw for Cade. It's up and it's in. Cade is 7 for 7 from the free throw line. 23 points with 2:18 to play in the half. Now 24. 62-51. Pistons lead it. Banchero up the middle. Banchero against Karis LeVert. Banchero to the lane. 10-footer from in front. Yes. Banchero now with 22. It's 62-53. The Pistons can't seem to take that lead any more than 10 of late. But here's Cade with a long gun from the left wing. That'll help. A triple for Cade. He has 27 points. The Pistons lead 65-53. Minute and 42 to play in the half. Cade has 20 in the quarter. Wendell Carter Jr. to Banchero, deep left against Stu. Banchero launches a three, off the rim, way up for the rebound. Goes to Sar Thompson. Cade up the left side. Cade to the foul line, rises and guns no. And we got a whistle and a foul. Kevin Cutler and Curtis Blair both blew the whistle. Cutler calls a foul on Kane. And he shoves Stu. He's trying to set a screen for Cade. So Isaiah Stewart will step to the free throw line. Serenaded by some Stu cheers. First free throw will not fall. He gets another. Minute and 21 to play in the half. Pistons 65, Orlando 53. Stu sticks the second. It's 66-53. Anthony Black up the middle against Karis LeVert. Leaves it topside for Suggs. Jalen Suggs against Asar Thompson to the left baseline. The basket shot won't fall, but a bump and a foul. Curtis Blair and Kevin Cutler each blow the whistle. There might be a goaltend here. Isaiah Stewart jumped up, had to grab the rim. So a hoop and a free throw now for Suggs. Missed that. Rebound Tobias. Stu called for a foul. Carter Jr. trying to get in his chest. Isaiah shoved him away. He brushed him in the eye. Carter Jr. is at the free throw line. First free throw's up and it's in. Carter Jr. is 6'10 and 270. Trying to keep his cool against Stu. I don't think he won any part of him anyway. Both free throws fall for Carter Jr. 66-57 Pistons. 1:05 to play in the half. Asar Thompson up the left side. Top side to Cade. Cade on the right wing. Screen from Tobias. Cade's got Banchero on him on the right baseline. Shot rattled and popped out somehow to Suggs. Ahead to Anthony Black. The stop and triple deep on the right wing. Anthony Black can be dangerous. He has 11, and Orlando's within 6. 36 seconds to play in the half. Suggs overplays on Asar, didn't get the ball. Banged him pretty good, didn't get a call. Pistons inside to Asar, reverses, misses. Rebound Jamal Cain to Suggs. Shovels to Anthony Black, left wing three, won't go through. Rebound Karis LeVert. Cain's on the floor. And they call a foul on Cade. So Jamal Cain will step to the free throw line. Misses the first. Duncan Robinson checks in. Second for Kane, and that won't go. Rebound battered by Tobias to Cade. 15 seconds to play in the half. Pistons trying to lengthen what's right now a 6-point lead. They've led by 17. Inside 10 seconds to play in the half. Duncan Robinson with a bounce for Stu on the left side. Got away. Suggs picks it up, gets to forecourt, and barely missed a three deep on the right wing. So at the half, the Pistons, who led by 17, will take a 6-point lead to the locker room. The Pistons 66, the Orlando Magic 60. Cade with 27 points. Paolo Banchero has 22. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network, brought to you by Ticketmaster.
It's an exciting season for our Detroit Pistons. But you don't have to play for the team to get the same elite health care that keeps them at their best.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
Rougiette is helping men take control of their sexual health with Ready, the 3-in-1 ED treatment that works in as fast as 15 minutes. At Rougiette.com, board-certified doctors build your personalized treatment plan with meds shipped discreetly to your door. 100% online, zero judgment, just ED treatment formulated with proven ingredients. Rougiette, official men's prescription partner of the Detroit Pistons. Get started at Rougiette.com/Pistons. That's RUGIET.com/Pistons.
These days, prices are going up all over. You have to stretch every dollar. That's why Wallside is stretching out your payments with 82 months, 0% interest, plus half off every window. Wallside's energy-efficient windows means lower heating and cooling costs. This never-before offer, 82 months, 0% interest, will never come again. From your place for affordable quality, Wallside. 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
Did you hear? Now when you play Cash Pop from the Michigan Lottery, there are not 4, but 8 drawings every hour. That means twice the... Yeah! Twice the... I love this game! And twice the chance to scream... I won! So just by matching one of 15 numbers, you now have more chances for winning up to $5,000. More drawings means more numbers dropping and more cash popping. So now there's twice the fun when you play Cash Pop. Yes! Only from the Michigan Lottery. Cool. Know your limits is always the best bet.
Hello, Detroit! SaySarah.com. SaySarah.com. Where you gonna go if you really want to save on a new used Chevrolet? What you say? What you say? SaySarah.com. SaySarah.com. Who's the number one Chevrolet volume dealer in all of Michigan? Where the customer's number one? SaySarah.com. SaySarah.com. SERRA. SaySarah.com.
Together, let's drive.
This is the Detroit Pistons halftime show on the Pistons Radio Network.
Here's Mark Champion and Chris Villar.
Welcome into the halftime show presented by Belfort Property Restoration. Win or go home. The Pistons know what's at stake for Game 5 against this Orlando Magic team. The players said they're confident. JB trusts his guys. It's mandatory now. After 24 minutes of action at LCA, much more lively Detroit team tonight. They led by as many as 17, and they still have the advantage, but that's down to 66-60. Let's send it over to Mark Champion live from Little Caesars Arena. He has what you need to know about the first 2 quarters of an elimination game from the home team. Mark.
All right, Chris. Yeah, I think overall the Pistons have played a solid game. They kind of slipped a little bit in the final 2 or 3 minutes of that second quarter, and the Magic went on a 7-1 run. But Cade Cunningham stepping up as you would expect him to. A 20-point second quarter on 5 of 9 shooting, had a couple of threes, and was 8 of 8 at the free throw line. He didn't attempt his first free throw until 6:57
of the second quarter. So once he got to the line, he got there often the rest of the way in the second period. The Orlando Magic, though, they're not going away. That's the thing. You got to be careful with them. They started making threes in the first quarter. They were just 2 of 6. But in the second period, they knocked down 6 of 9 and overall shot 59% from the field in that period. Paolo Banchero had 12 in the second quarter and has 22 for the game. Pistons did a good job in cleaning up turnovers. They had a couple early in the game, but finished the half with only 5 turnovers for 6 Orlando points. Couple of numbers stick out. The Pistons with 26 in the paint, 13 of 21 shooting, and 18 second chance points on 10 offensive rebounds. So those are very good numbers. They have struggled in the paint so far in this series. So, Chris, it looks good. I still think the Pistons need to keep the pedal to the metal, as we like to say, and can't let up at all because, Orlando has the capability of playing very, very good defense. They're a good defensive team. We're sitting right next to former Piston head coach Dwayne Casey, and he made that very comment. He said the Magic are a good defensive club, and they're playing tonight, of course, without Franz Wagner. So far, the Pistons playing well. The bench has provided 14 points, the same for the Magic, but 11 of those from Anthony Black, who was 4 of 7 in the first half. So still 24 minutes to go, Chris, but the Pistons are fighting hard. I like their play in this game compared to last time.
I'll tell you what, Mark, different type of game than we've seen so far. They're on pace for a 132 to 120 final tonight. You think the higher scoring game benefits Detroit? You would think the defensive games they've played would have been in their favor.
No, I think the Pistons have to play defense. If they give up 120, 30 points, they're in deep trouble. No, they've got to play. I thought the last 2 or 3 minutes of that second period, they didn't do a very good job of running Magic players off the three-point line, and they made 2 or 3 open looks. Wendell Carter's was just terrible. Yeah. That was just terrible defense. So they've got to refocus their defense. But overall, I mean, they're playing pretty good basketball, and hopefully it'll be enough to get a win and head back to Orlando.
Here's a note from the association, Mark, that 27 points in the half of the game. That is the highest scoring postseason half for a Pistons player in the play-by-play era.
Wow, how about that?
So he's doing okay. It feels like if the Pistons lose tonight, it wouldn't be Cade's fault. He's playing like a man possessed, and if he wants to put this team on his shoulders, that's the guy you want to do it.
Well, obviously. I mean, he is an all-NBA player. He's in the conversation as far as MVP goes, and anybody who blames him for any of these losses, I mean, listen, he's his harshest critic, and he knows that he's got to clean up the turnovers. And in this game, he's only had 2, and so you can live with that. He averages in this series almost 6.5 a game.
So, Mark, secondary score, which we were looking to find out there. At the moment, Tobias is the guy with the second most number of shots and makes, and is the other Piston in double figures right now. Definitely a guy who could get something going in the second half.
Well, I think off the bench, they're just not getting scoring off the bench. Danis is 1 for 5. He's under 30% shooting so far in this series. Karis LeVert got up only 2 shots in 14 minutes. Javonte Green only played 7 minutes. So there really has not been anybody off that bench providing offense, and Duncan Robinson has only made 1 3-point shot in this game. So I agree with you. I mean, I think Tobias certainly can be the secondary scorer. He has been.
Yeah.
But I think they need some help. JD, I think, had a very good first period. He came out with a lot of energy and a lot of effort, had 7 points, 3 boards, 2 assists in that opening period, but he finished the half with 7 points. So once again, only 3 shot attempts for Jalen Duren, and we'll see what happens in the third period.
Yeah, we've seen third quarters where Tobias has went out there and scored double figures in that quarter and tried to take over, so we'll see what happens. But we've got a 66-60 game in favor of the Pistons at the half right now. Coming up, we'll take a look at the other scores in the association. That is next. You're listening to the Halftime Show presented by Belfour.
Did you know StockX started in Detroit? From a small team in 2016 to a global marketplace today. We've stayed true to our roots, built on transparency, driven by culture. Our real-time marketplace gives you access to buy and sell the latest sneakers, streetwear, apparel, and more. From the greatest grails to the hottest drops, every release you're looking for is here, even after it sells out. Built in Detroit. Trusted worldwide. Download the app or sign up online. StockX. Now you know.
Diversified Members Credit Union has been proudly serving Metro Detroit for nearly 100 years. DMCU brings the hustle, shares the wealth, and goes hard in the paint for its members. Whether you're budgeting for everyday life or saving up for your next big play, DMCU is here to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Because when Detroit wins, we all win. Visit DMCU.com to join the team today. That's DMCU.com. Member NCUA.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
I'm Cade Cunningham. In basketball and in life, it's all about respect. It's about getting respect and giving it. Sam Bernstein Law gets big-time respect for their results, their experience, and their resources. But they give respect, too. By listening, by putting their clients first, by treating every person like family. Getting respect and giving respect. That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me.
Welcome back to the Halftime Show presented by Belfour Property Restoration. The Pistons at home tonight, and they don't want to stay home. They need a win to take this thing back to Orlando on Friday for a Game 6. So far tonight against the Magic, the Pistons do have the upper hand, 66-60. Cade scored 20 of his 27 points in the second quarter. But with that, let's take a look around the association. And the other game happening right now, and this is a big one for Cleveland. They let the Raptors come back into their series and tie it at 2-2. They're in Cleveland right now, just beginning their second quarter of play, and the Cavs do have a 52-51 lead, so just barely. James Harden has 14 of those points. Scotty Barnes has 14 for Toronto. And the other game happening, aside from the Pistons and Raptors and Cavaliers and Magic, is the Rockets and Lakers. LA let the Rockets take their last one. It's now a 3-1 advantage for LA. LeBron James says that you can place the blame on him, but they still have a chance to eliminate Houston tonight. That's happening just after 10 o'clock at the Crypto.com Arena. Meanwhile, back at Little Caesars Arena, in elimination game, the Pistons on pace to stay off the golf course. They have a 66-60 lead at home over the Magic. Coming up, we get ready for the second half as you're listening to the Halftime Show presented by Belfour.
It's an exciting season for our Detroit Pistons. But you don't have to play for the team to get the same elite health care that keeps them at their best.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Piston fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. Especially during the 2026 NBA playoffs, presented by Google. As the official ticket marketplace of the Detroit Pistons and the NBA, Ticketmaster gets you to every round of the playoffs so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite Piston stars up close to being there when the champions are crowned. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring playoff tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Pistons.
Rougiette is helping men take control of their sexual health with Ready, the 3-in-1 ED treatment that works in as fast as 15 minutes. At Rougiette.com, board-certified doctors build your personalized treatment plan with meds shipped discreetly to your door. 100% online, zero judgment. Just ED treatment formulated with proven ingredients. Rougiette, official men's prescription partner of the Detroit Pistons. Get started at Rougiette.com/Pistons. That's RUGIET.com/Pistons.
Welcome back to the Halftime Show, presented by Belfour Property Restoration. 66-60, so far so good for the Pistons. They led by as many as 17 after a very energetic start to the game. They need to win to take it back to Orlando for Game 6. And for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back over to George Blaha and Rick Mahorn. And guys, I don't know if they can rely on Cade to have another historic half of basketball, but it certainly doesn't hurt their hopes that he is playing like a man possessed.
Yeah, he played great in the first half, Chris. And Asar Thompson, guys who don't necessarily get a lot of pub for what they do. Asar Thompson has 10 rebounds, and Tobias Harris has been that number 2 scorer with 10 points. But look out for Paolo Banchero. I don't trust his shot for a full 48, but right now he has 22, and he obviously has better than a green light with his teammate out of the ball game.
Well, you got Anthony Black, who came off the bench to give Orlando 11 points and play 20 minutes. But it's also the fact that you got to, first 5 minutes is very important. They got to really, Pistons got to be on attack mode and try to keep this Orlando team from winning the third period, because they won the second period.
Second period score, Orlando 34 and the Pistons 28. The Pistons won the first period 38-26. So we got a 66-60 halftime score. At one point, the Pistons led 48-31 with 8:22 to play in the half. That 17-point lead now sliced to 6. Banchero to forecourt. Orlando working the hoop to our right in front of the Piston bench. Banchero left of the lane. Banchero against Asar. Shot clock at 4. Now it's at 3. Banchero with the shot. It's around. It's down. He got to the paint.
Well,
now he has 24.
You had a lot of dribbles down there. You got to make sure that this guy don't feel comfortable.
Here's Asar, forecourt, wing on the right. Backdoor cut. Duncan Robinson got the ball, laid it in. 68-62, Pistons by 6 again. Banchero in the lane again, bumps off Tobias. Shot's going to be short. Good challenge by Tobias, but it's off the floor to Kane. Inside to Banchero. From the side to swat the shot out of bounds is Asar Thompson.
He's coming up a little limp. I know he's a strong guy, but
wiry strong, but when you see what happened, got to see how he landed. They're going to get him out and let the medical guys take a look at him. Sebastian Poirier, the Pistons medical director. That's a very important guy. Don't never underestimate how important Asar Thompson is to the Pistons. Karis LeVert replaces him. Orlando inside to Banchero, trying to get a shot airborne, and he drew a foul. It's the second on Tobias.
Can't let this team feel like they can come back and try to win this game.
Hey, they win this game, there are no more games for the Pistons. You're out of chances if you don't win this one tonight. Banchero's first free throw is going to be up and in. Banchero with 25. Cade has 27. Seconds for Banchero won't drop. Jalen Duren with a rebound. JD, 5 boards, 7 points. Cade to forecourt. top side to Duncan Robinson, back to Cade, deep on the right wing. Cade down the lane. Robinson has it deep on the right, clocks at 4. Top side, Cade clocks at 3. He'll launch a long, long 3, and it's through! The downtown gun goes for Cade to lengthen that lead to 71-63. He's already scored 30. Banchero with the basketball for Orlando. Forecourt, wing on the right. Duncan Robinson on him. To the baseline, wraps around a dish. Left corner. They move the ball. Finally left wing to Desmond Bain. He triples. So it's 71-66. They answer Cade's 3 with one from Bain. Pistons by 5. Cade down the lane. Topside Karis LeVert, but there's a travel called before the pass on Cade. Cade has 30, Banchero 25. The Pistons lead 71-66. Orlando way too close in what could be an elimination game for the Pistons. Banchero up the middle. Banchero wing on the right. Banchero spins to the lane. Sideline left. It goes to Jalen Suggs, and he triples. The dangerous Jalen Suggs tightens it up to a 2-point game. JD up the middle. Picks it right wing. Leaves it there for Cade. Topside Tobias. He'll rise and guns for 3. It's off the heel. Kane's on the floor.
Foul on JD.
And a foul on Jalen Duren, his 3rd, Ricky.
Right now, this is where you got to stay poised.
Actually, poise is most important. You nailed it. One more loss and you're toast. It's 71-69. The Pistons lead. Orlando down just the deuce. Banchero in the lane. Sideline left to Kane. Kane with a drive and a double clutcher. It won't drop. Karis LeVert with a rebound. Karis playing for the injured Asar Thompson. Karis with a crossover. Left corner dish to Tobias. Tobias against Wendell Carter Jr. drives it right inside, and Carter got the shot. Banchero down the lane for the Magic. Shot rolls off the rack to Duncan Robinson.
Tobias is down. He's not making it back in this game. He's hurt. He's still on the floor.
To the basket on the other end. The Pistons can't score. Here comes Orlando.
They got
Tobias
numbers.
is injured on that baseline. He finally limps back out on the court. Carter Jr. right wing for 3. It won't go through. Ball batted around. It is out of bounds.
Tobias
off Orlando.
Back on the floor. He's trying to walk it off.
It's a tough guy. He knows how important this is. Pistons with the basketball. Pistons with the lead, but it's only by 2. 71-69. Cade to forecourt against Kane. Cade left wing. Cade to the lane. Left corner. Karis LeVert. Triple try. Around and off to Desmond Bain. Bain to forecourt. Shovels it topside to Carter Jr. Off to Suggs on the wing on the right. Topside Bain alone for a minute. Missed on the long gun. Karis LeVert taps the rebound to Jalen Duren. Back to Karis up the left side. Karis keeps the dribble on top. Karis to the right wing. Dribble hands to Tobias. Tobias from in front. Stops, fires, and fills it up. He's hurting. He's limping, but he scored. And that's a big-time basket. It's 73-69. Banchero on top for Orlando. They dare him to shoot a 3. He doesn't. Left sideline to Suggs. Suggs to the lane. Curtis Blair blows the whistle on Karis LeVert.
The SARS probably went in the back. Can't challenge it.
Orlando has it in the hands of Banchero on top, clock at 7. Then Carroll drives it. Tobias knocked the ball away. Out of bounds. It's off Orlando. Pistons basketball. Heads up play by Tobias. Playing at least a little gimpy. Cade up the left side against Anthony Black. Cade topside. Left wing Duncan Robinson. Clock at 10. Robinson bounces it inside for LeVert. Wing on the right to Tobias. Right corner Duncan. This for three, and it is through. Pistons needed that. Now they're up 76-69. Duncan has 9. 6:46 to play in the third. Suggs to forecourt. Suggs left baseline. Right corner Anthony Black. Topside Bain. Sideline left to Van Carroll. Missed the three. Rebound is out of bounds. Touch left by Cade. We'll go to a timeout with 6:37 to play. And a closer game than it was earlier. The Pistons 76, the Orlando Magic 69. The Pistons must win tonight to keep the series going. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
I'm Cade Cunningham. In basketball and in life, it's all about respect. It's about getting respect and giving it. Sam Bernstein Law gets big-time respect for their results, their experience, and their resources. But they give respect, too. By listening, by putting their clients first, by treating every person like family. Getting respect and giving respect. That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, that's what Bernstein means to me.
The Detroit Pistons lead the Eastern Conference and sit firmly among the NBA's top teams. Secure your 2026-27 Pistons membership powered by Ticketmaster and lock in playoff priority access, member-only merchandise discounts, and exclusive events like Meet the Team. Head to Pistons.com/memberships to lock in now. This is Detroit basketball all the time.
That timeout break brought to you in part by Kia, an official vehicle sponsor of your Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons lead 76-69 over Orlando. 6:37 to play in the third. Tobias Harris shaken up but continued to play. Asar Thompson, some sort of foot or ankle injury, has come out. We hope he can get back on the floor. In the meantime, Pistons without Kevin Huerter today because of a hip injury. Orlando playing without Franz Wagner with a calf injury. The Pistons will play no more if they don't win in this one, Ricky, and it's too close for comfort for me.
This is the playoffs, and teams are making runs, and Orlando made that run in the second period to get this game closer, but it's the three-pointers that Orlando are making. They're 10 for 21, and they're getting good looks at it, just not going down, but Pistons got to continue to keep the pressure on there.
Hey fans, dribble, swipe, and score with DMCU's Give Back Checking. Use your debit card 15 times a month. DMCU will give you $10. Member NCUA. Restrictions apply. See DMCU.com for more details. Don't miss Pistons College Night presented by Michigan First Credit Union. Each college night package starts at just $35, includes a game ticket, donation to your college or university, and a limited edition co-branded crew neck. Secure tickets now at Pistons.com/college nights. Still no Asar Thompson. Karis LeVert playing in his place. Tobias continues to play a little dinged up. Time is back in. Pistons with a 76-69 lead. Orlando inbounds to Wendell Carter Jr. to the basket against JD. Put his arm straight up, and they're going to call him for his fourth foul.
And they're huddling up. That's
just what they wanted.
And after Durant started the game off so well, hasn't scored since.
Isaiah Stewart will check in here momentarily for J.D. Can't leave him out there with 4 fouls. We're still in the third. First free throw for Wendell Carter Jr. is up and in. It's a big, strong man with a soft touch. Carter Jr. Isaiah Stewart does check in for J.D. Danish Jenkins in the ball game as well. 6:36 left in the third. Carter Jr. buries both free throws. 76-71. Tobias across the timeline. Bounces it deep right wing to Danis. On top to Tobias against Banchero. Clock at 11. Left wing to Stu. Screens for Tobias. Tobias has to back up with Carter Jr. in his face. He'll drive him baseline fire. It won't fall. Hung on the iron, but came away to Anthony Black. Black to forecourt. Deep to Banchero. Too high for him, off his fingertips and out of bounds. It belongs to the Pistons. Halfway through the third, they lead by 5. They must win to stay alive. Danish Jenkins topside to Duncan Robinson. He was grabbed and fouled trying to get to the ball. Desmond Bane has picked up his 4th foul. De Silva has replaced him. 5:57 left in the third. Danish Jenkins inbounds the ball to Karis LeVert, back to Danis on top. Has it on the right wing. Topside Duncan Robinson, back to Danis. Clock at 8. Danis to the right sideline. Danis to the right baseline. Danis to the basket. Scoops and scores! Big time play by Danish Jenkins. Pistons 78, Orlando 71. Banchero up the middle. Leaves it on top for Anthony Black. Winging to right to Jalen Suggs. Quick trigger on a triple. No. Good position and a rebound for Tobias. Pistons dish at forecourt, trying to find Karis LeVert, right corner. Suggs steps in front of the pass and knocks it out of bounds. J.B. Bickerstaff got the word that Osar Thompson was able to come back and put him right in the ball game. And Cade as well. Danis and Duncan Robinson come out. 5:27 left in the third. The Pistons with a 7-point lead in a game they must win to stay alive in the postseason. Inbound pass to Tobias. Back near the timeline. Tobias against Banchero. Dribble hands to Cade against Black. Screen from Asar. Cade on top against Suggs. Clock at 8. Screen from Stu. Cade working against Carter Jr., who tapped the ball away, dove on the floor, couldn't come up with it. Now it does end up in the hands of Jalen Suggs, the Banchero, who threw it away. Asar stole the pass. It was intended for Suggs. And the Pistons get a pass knocked away and swiped by Banchero deep in the paint. Banchero brings it the other way. Banchero stop and go to the baseline, to the rim, scoops and scores. Some ragged basketball, but now it's a 5-point game. 78-73 Pistons. 4:38 left in the third. Cade on top. Left wing to Tobias. Clock at 9. Tobias with the clock at 8. Gets to the paint. Stops on a dime. Fires, fills it up. Pro move and a pro hoop for Tobias, who makes it 80-73 Pistons. 4:17 left in the third. Banchero to forecourt for the Magic. Banchero on the right wing. Topside to Silva. Had a shot for a minute, then Tobias closed on him. Left wing, it goes to Carter Jr. Hands it off to Black. Black down the lane, lost the handle. A steal by Asar. Here he comes the other way to Tobias for a jam! And the crowd's on its feet. Orlando has to take a timeout. The Pistons now have an 82-73 lead. Timeout in downtown Detroit. This is the Pistons Playoff Radio Network for Ticketmaster.
Together, let's drive.
It's an exciting season for our Detroit Pistons. But you don't have to play for the team to get the same elite health care that keeps them at their best.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health, official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. Visit henryford.com/teamdocs.
These days, prices are going up all over. You have to stretch every dollar. That's why Wallside is stretching out your payments with 82 months, 0% interest, plus half off every window. Wallside's energy-efficient windows means lower heating and cooling costs. This never-before offer, 82 months, 0% interest, will never come again. From your place for affordable quality, Wallside. 1-800-521-7800 or go to wallside.com.
Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network.
The Pistons are now at an 11-4 run. It couldn't have come at a better time. Orlando had cut the lead to 71-69 with 9:50 to play in this, the third quarter. The Pistons put the pedal to the metal with that 11-4 tear, and now they lead 82-73. By the way, Cade has 30 points, 14 away. The all-time playoff high for a Piston, set by the great number 21, Dave Bing. Great man, and a guy I'm proud to call a friend. You too, Ricky. Nobody quite like David. But Cade's still 14 points away from that. He has 30. We have 3:58 to play here in the third. The Piston mobile app presented by Xfinity is your go-to for all things Pistons. View upcoming matchups, access behind-the-scenes content, earn benefits by using our mobile wallet presented by Ally. Download now from the App Store. Pistons on the front end of it now. It was a 2-point game a few minutes ago. Now they lead 82-73. De Silva to forecourt for Orlando out of their timeout. Left wing to Banchero. Javonte Green is checked in. He's on him. Banchero to the left elbow. Left corner to Anthony Black, and he triples. Black, a reliable shooter, scorer, and a very good defender, has 14. He's 3 out of 4 from distance. It's 82-76. The Piston lead sliced to 6 with 3:26 to play in the third. Cade, low left, turns to the basket. Shot is off the glass and in and out. But there's a whistle and a foul. The foul is on Anthony Black. His third. Cade at the free throw line. Crowd letting him know how they feel about him with the MVP chance. His first free throw is up and it's in. Second for Cade, perfect. He has 32. He is 10 for 10 at the free throw line. Pistons 84, Orlando 76. 3 and 15 left in the third. Banchero to forecourt, left wing against Javonte Green. Banchero to the foul line. Backs Green to the dotted line. Half hooks, it's in and out. Tapped by Bataze, no. Rebound squirts out long to Asar. Asar up the left side. Deep on the right to Cade. He'll launch a three, and it's through! They're all out of their seats in downtown Motown. That's 35 for Cade, and the Pistons are up 87-76. Banchero down the lane for Orlando. He lands on the deck, so does Bataze. Foul called on Isaiah Stewart, who blocked the shot. Stu had 8 blocks in game 4. In short minutes, an NBA record in only 18 minutes. But that block does not count. It's a foul. His third. Banchero has missed the first free throw. Imagine how good he could be if he could really shoot, Rick.
5 for 10 from the free throw line.
Second free throw comes off. Javonte Green with a rebound. Cade now gives to Danis Jenkins. Orlando's 13 for 25 from the stripe. Pistons 21 for 28 from the free throw line. Cade deep right to Danis. Right corner it goes to Javonte Green. Missed the three. Asar with a rebound. Outside for Danis. Danis gets to the lane. Bataze greets him. Deep right for Javonte. Missed the three from there. Rebound comes away to Kane.
Out of bounds.
And almost making a steal on a pass from Kane to Banchero was Asar, but he went out of bounds. Piston fans waving those rally towels. 2:09 left in the third. Pistons 87, Orlando 76. Banchero on top. Sideline left to Anthony Black against Asar. Shot clock at 7. Black stops at the wing, sends it, scores it. Black with a long 2. It's 87-78. A minute and 45 left in the third. Cade topside. This is working the hoop to our left in front of the Magic bench. Shot clock down to 10, a minute and a half left in the third. Cade with a long gun, it rims out. Banchero with the rebound. Forecourt to Silva. Left wing gun for 3, won't go through. Off the floor to Javonte Green. Ahead to Asar. Asar up the left side, met on the wing by Banchero. Top side to Cade. Cade backs on Banchero. Clock's at 12, now it's at 11. Gets to the paint. Wing on the right to Danis. Here's a long gun for Danis. It's in and out. Rebound tapped long. Cade trying to save it, but it's out of bounds. It belongs to the Magic with 1:02 left in the third. They put Desmond Bane back in the game. Their flamethrower from deep. He hit one in game 4, accidentally off the window. It was a clutch hoop. Banchero triggers from the right sideline. To Anthony Black back in the timeline against Danis. Anthony Black to the right wing. Right corners to Banchero. Clock at 15. Banchero backs in. Down goes Asar. Left wing goes the pass to Kane, and he'll miss it. Rebound Asar. Cade up the right side. 40 seconds left in the third. Cade to the baseline. Floats it up. It's blocked out of bounds, but that was gone the way down. A goaltend on Bataze. Cade has 37 points. Black up the right side. 30 seconds left in the third. The Gogo Batase against Stu. Top side of Banchero against Nassar. Banchero drives it right into Stu, who knocks the ball away and out of bounds. Shot clock at 7. Good defensive play without fouling by Isaiah Stewart. Cade has 37. Banchero has 27. 19.8 to play in the third. This is up 89-78. Inbound pass to Kane. Tried to jam it. And he was fouled. I think they called that on Cade. His third. Yep, Cade went after it. Got a little piece of it. And he's hit with his third foul. Jamal Cain's first free throws off the heel. Nassar comes out. Duncan Robinson checks in. Jalen Suggs checks in for Desmond Bain. So they go defense for offense. The Pistons go offense for defense. Jamal Cain at the free throw line. Knocks it down. So he splits at the stripe. It's a 10-point Piston lead. The Pistons have the ball. 15 seconds to play in the third. They got to win it to stay alive in the postseason. Cade up the middle against Kane. 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Now 5. Left wing Javonte Green. The long gun won't go. Rebound to Black. He'll hurl it length of the court. It's wide. And this will remain a 10-point game at the end of 3. The Pistons, behind Cade Cunningham's 37 points, lead Orlando 89-79 here in a must-win Game 5. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
See the future of basketball with the Motor City Cruise, the official G League affiliate of the Detroit Pistons. Enjoy high-energy action, family-friendly fun, giveaways, free parking, and mascot appearances at Wayne State Fieldhouse. Create a family tradition with the 2026-27 membership today at cruisebasketball.com/membership. Piston fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but catching them from the hardwood is a whole different experience. Especially during the 2026 NBA playoffs, presented by Google. As the official ticket marketplace of the Detroit Pistons and the NBA, Ticketmaster gets you to every round of the playoffs so you can experience all the sights, sounds, and styles, from seeing your favorite Piston stars up close to being there when the champions are crowned. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring playoff tickets. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com/Pistons.
Diversified Members Credit Union has been proudly serving Metro Detroit for nearly 100 years. DMCU brings the hustle, shares the wealth, and goes hard in the paint for its members. Whether you're budgeting for everyday life or saving up for your next big play, DMCU is here to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Because when Detroit wins, we all win. Visit DMCU.com to join the team today. That's DMCU.com. Member NCUA.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
George Blaha and Rockin' Rick Mahorn back at a noisy Little Caesars Arena in downtown Detroit. The Pistons suited up today knowing they had to win. They'll pack their bags and go home for the summer. They have led by as many as 17. Right now they're up 10. They were up only 2 earlier in the third quarter. But at the end of 3, it's 89-79 Pistons. Cade Cunningham's been the man, hasn't he, Rick?
Yes, he has. He's been playing very excellent, very efficient. Hasn't really turned the ball over like he did the last couple of games. Just 4 turnovers right now. Just got to finish the game.
He has scored 37. The Pistons' playoff single-game record's 44. But one of the all-time greats in the game, not just among the Pistons, former mayor of Detroit, Dave Bang. Did that in the late 60s against the Celtics in the postseason. April 1st of 68. He scored 44, had 9 rebounds and 4 assists. Pistons to forecourt. It's Asar down the lane. Wild scoop and a score. Switched it left to right and scored it off the square. Pistons 91, Orlando 79, thanks to Asar. Anthony Black, topside, left wing, Desmond Bain. Screens from Bataze. Bain winging the right to Black. Back on top to Desmond Bain. Clock at 5 against Stu. Guns for 3. Won't go through. Rebound battle for and won by Asar. Asar to forecourt. Drops it deep for Stu. Pass got away. Off it comes to Suggs. Suggs to Bain. Bain bulldogs his way to the rim but can't shoot it. He fires it back outside. And Suggs takes it to the rack and flips it up and in. Suggs has 10. The Pistons lead by 10. 91-81. 10:58 left. Cade, left wing to Javonte Green. The long gun goes for Javonte. Pistons 94, Orlando 81. Suggs to forecourt, topside to Cade. Wing on the right for Desmond Bain.
Went out, stepped out of bounds.
Stepped out of bounds. Pistons to forecourt, leading by 13 in a must-win Game 5 against Orlando. Here in downtown Detroit, Asar has it topside. Leaves it there for Duncan Robinson. Turns and triples. Big-time basket now. That lengthens that lead to 97-81. Guys on the bench celebrate the long gun from Duncan Robinson. And Kevin Cutler whistles a foul just now in forecourt on Gogo Bataze. Ten and 18 left. The Pistons are up 97-81. 1 point shy of their biggest lead, which they had in the first half. Up 17. Cade forecourt, winging the right against Black. Bounces it inside of the in the area of Asar. He lost it. The other way goes Banchero to the basket, and he lays it in. Turnover and 2 points. 29 for Banchero. 97-83 Pistons. 9:50 left. Cade on top. Takes it right wing. Here's the long gun. It's off the heel. Rebound, Carter Jr. To Banchero. Banchero up the left side. Left corners to Suggs. Misses a 3. Rebound, knocked outside by Anthony Black to Banchero. Back to Black. Left wing, sets up for a 3 and splashes it down. And J.B. Bickerstaff will take a timeout on that one. The score is 97-86 Pistons. They had the lead up to 16. Now they lead by 11. Timeout Pistons with 9:26 to go in the game. It's a must-win game. And so far the Pistons winning 97-86. It's Game 5, Round 1. The Pistons and Orlando Magic here in downtown Detroit. And this is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
Did you know StockX started in Detroit? From a small team in 2016 to a global marketplace today. We've stayed true to our roots, built on transparency, driven by culture. Our real-time marketplace gives you access to buy and sell the latest sneakers, streetwear, apparel, and more. From the greatest grails to the hottest drops, every release you're looking for is here, even after it sells out. Built in Detroit. Trusted worldwide. Download the app or sign up online. StockX. Now you know.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope. It's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
Diversified Members Credit Union has been proudly serving Metro Detroit for nearly 100 years. DMCU brings the hustle, shares the wealth, and goes hard in the paint for its members. Whether you're budgeting for everyday life or saving up for your next big play, DMCU is here to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Because when Detroit wins, we all win. Visit DMCU.com to join the team today. That's DMCU.com. Member NCUA.
George Blaha with Rick Mahorn and our statistician Joe Abramson and on-site engineer Tim Jetski at Little Caesars Arena. Big crowd, big game. A must-win game for the Pistons, and with 9:26 left, they lead 96-86. They just changed the score. Javonte Green's triple was reduced to a double, so the lead is now 96-86. Jalen Duren about to check back in for the home team. On the court with Tobias, who will return. Lasar Thompson. Cade Cunningham. And Karis LeVert. Cade's been brilliant in this one, 11 for 20 for 37 points. It's almost a nervous crowd here now with 9:26 left. The Pistons with a 10-point lead. Orlando with the ability to come back thanks to Paolo Banchero, who has scored 29. And Desmond Bane, who could be dangerous from deep. And Anthony Black, who's been consistent from behind the long line. Cade will work against Black to forecourt. Cade on the right wing. Cade lobs it inside for JD. Touches it up. Touches it in. Count that baby in a foul. Wendell Carter Jr. got him, his third. JD at the line. Caught the lob and withstood a foul by Wendell Carter Jr. for the score. He'll get the double figures in scoring with the free throw. Takes his time and drains it. Pistons 99, Orlando 86. 9:12 to play. Banchero to forecourt. Banchero to the right wing. Takes it back topside. Left wing to Anthony Black. Gives back to Banchero. Banchero at the foul line. Pulls his way inside on Karis LeVert. Scores deep. About 6 feet away, and he has 31. 99-88. Cade up the middle for the Pistons. 8:44 still to play. Cade left wing to Karis LeVert. Karis to the lane, lost the ball. Battered away by Bane to Suggs. And now Anthony Black has it forecourt, right wing against Asar. Anthony Black to the foul line. Anthony Black to the dotted line. Shot is rejected out of bounds by Asar. I don't know if that was a shot or a pass, but it wasn't going anywhere thanks to Asar Thompson. It is a block shot. The replay shows he was trying to shoot the ball. Orlando goes inside in the direction of Bane. We got a whistle and a foul. It's the fourth on Karis LeVert. Team fouls, 1-1. 8:25 to play. J.B. Bickerstaff arguing it wasn't really a shot try. Bain's first free throw is up and it's in. Desmond Bain with 14. That's his first free throw of the game. Now he has 15. He got them both. 99-90. The Pistons with the lead and the ball. Cade to forecourt on the right wing. Cross courts to Tobias. This for three, and it's through. Tobias Harris drains one from downtown. Big time basket for Tobias. 8 minutes left. Bain on the left sideline for the Magic. Topside Banchero. Triple try. Yes. Banchero delivers from deep. So it's 102-93. Banchero has 34. Cade has 37. He comes to forecourt. Cade on the right wing. Cade against Carter Jr. Sideline right to Tobias. Tobias to the lane. Stops and fires and fills it. He can feel it. He fires and fills it up. 21 for Tobias, who's had a great series. Banchero to forecourt. Banchero down the lane. Flips the shot up off the square for a score. And they call Tobias for a foul. So this could be a three-point trip for Orlando. Tobias picks up his third foul. Pistons' second team foul. Paolo Banchero at the line to the right. 104-95 Pistons. He missed the free throw. Tobias with a rebound. Hands to Cade. Banchero 5 out of 12 from the stripe. They're only 16 for 30 from the free throw line. Dennis Jenkins and Duncan Robinson about to check in for the Pistons. Pass goes deep right to Karis LeVert. Topside Tobias. Sideline left to Cade against Desmond Bain. Spins, fires from 19. It's around and off, but flush on the follow by Jalen Duren. JD's jam makes it 106-95. Banchero to forecourt, thinking about it, triple try from the left sideline. Now he fires and he fills it. 106-98, what a ball game. 6:42 to play. Pistons in a must-win situation here in Game 5. Tobias, sideline right to Karis LeVert. 6.5 left, top side of Tobias. Shot clock at 7, winging the right to Cade. Tobias open on top, takes the pass, fires, no. Tap won't go, but the rebound comes away to JD. To Karis LeVert in the lane, and Karis LeVert is bumped and fouled with 6:20 left. Fouls on Anthony Black, his fourth. Karis LeVert comes out, so does Asar. Dennis Jenkins checks in. So does Duncan Robinson. $6:20 left. The Pistons 106, Orlando 98. Tobias topside against Banchero. Shot clock already down to 7. Winging the right to Cade, he's 2 times. Topside Tobias is going to have to force a 3. It's on the way. It's off the iron. Bain chases down the rebound. 106-98. Jalen Suggs, sideline left to Black. Black left corner, launches a 3. It's way long. Rebound Tobias. 5:48 to play. Cade up the middle. Cade on the left sideline. And we got a whistle and a foul. A reach in on Bain. That's his 5th. There's a little extracurricular going on there. Bain shoved Danis. That was the foul part. Conversations with Bain, who now has 5. Cade down the lane, fires, it won't fall, but a whistle and a foul with 5:35 to play. He's fouled by Anthony Black, and now Black has 5. Bain has 5. And Cade's at the free throw line. Pistons will shoot the rest of the way. Our numbers man, Joe Abramson, has Orlando for 14 fouls. Cade hits the first free throw. He has scored 38. Huge game for the Piston great. 5:35 to play in a must-win Game 5. And the Pistons winning 107-98. Cade spins the ball, sends the second, scores it. Cade has 39. He's 12 for 12 from the free throw line. Jalen Suggs to forecourt for Orlando. 5.5 left. Suggs down the lane. Dishes it deep to Carter. Left corner to Bain, and he triples. Desmond Bain alone just for a second. Squeezed it. He has 18. It's 108-101. Not as comfortable as you'd like. Not even close. Cade to the lane. Deep right to Danis Jenkins. On the sideline to Cade. Working against Wendell Carter Jr. Gets to the elbow. Clock at 6. Shoots the pass to Asar Thompson on top. He'll rise and fire from 14. Won't fall. Rebound corralled by Anthony Black. It's 108-101. Here comes Orlando with 4:45 to play. Suggs on top. Left wing to Banchero against Cade. Cade up on him. Screen, though, from Black. Banchero down the lane. Lost the handle. Scooped up by Cade. Cade up the middle. Cade from in front. Fires. It won't fall. In and out, but a foul. Fouls on Wendell Carter Jr., his 4th. Cade at the free throw line. He has 39. Inching closer to the all-time Pistons playoff single game high of 44, set back in 1968 by the great Dave Bing. 4.5 left. Cade was hit in the nose with the basketball. There may be some blood. We got to get it. Oh, and they got to adjust the flap jacket, which protects his collapsed lung. And they'll do that now with 4.5 left.
There's blood on his shirt and his arm. That's why they called the official timeout, just to clean the blood.
Alex Garland, the athletic trainer, and Sebastian Poirier, the medical director for the Pistons, working on Cade. It was really because of the blood, as you heard Ricky say, but they had an opportunity to check the flak jacket as well. Black Jacket hasn't bothered his scoring. He has 39. And he hasn't missed a free throw yet. 12 out of 12 with 4.5 left, and the Pistons up 7 in a game they must win. Banchero's been brilliant for the Magic. He has scored 39, equaling Cade's number. Cade's first free throw, perfect. Didn't come close to any iron. He now has 40. And we have 4.5 left. Here's the second. Up and in. 41 points for Cade Cunningham. It's 110-101 Pistons. Suggs to forecourt. Suggs down the lane. Floats it up. No. Rebound Duncan Robinson. Off to Asar Thompson. Asar starts down the lane. Ball knocked away. Scramble for it on the floor. Trying to pull it away is Robinson from Bain. Picked up by Carter Jr. Forecourt to Anthony Black. Back to Bain. Bain to the basket for a wild scoop. It's too hard. Off it comes to the Pistons. Just under 4 minutes left. Pistons dodged a bullet there, and they'll take a timeout. JB takes time with 3:52 to play in a game the Pistons have to win. With 3:52 to go in regulation, it's the Pistons 110 and Orlando 101. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
History's masterpieces wouldn't be the same without their most notable accents. Neither would the Kia Sportage without its multiple drive modes. The Kia Sorento without its expansive 12.3-inch panoramic display. Or the Kia Telluride without its 3 rows of spacious seating. The Kia SUVs. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Always drive safely. Limited inventory available.
Life is beautiful and fragile. We fall. We get tired. And sometimes we get sick. But with Corewell Health, we are also strong. We fight disease. We battle cancer. We come together. We come back. We push forward. When the body breaks, we break through. Corewell Health. We can.
Did you hear? Now when you play Cash Pop from the Michigan Lottery, there are not 4, but 8 drawings every hour. That means twice the... Yeah! Twice the... I love this game! And twice the chance to scream... I won! So just by matching one of 15 numbers, you now have more chances for winning up to $5,000. More drawings means more numbers dropping and more cash popping. So now there's twice the fun when you play Cash Pop. Yes! Only from the Michigan Lottery. Cool. Know your limits is always the best bet.
Tension time in downtown Detroit. Looking across the way at Piston owner Tom Goris, his wife Holly, and family. Everybody knows if you don't win, you don't play anymore in this postseason. But the Pistons have led all the way, Rick. Right now they're up 110 to 101. And Asar Thompson, if you look behind Cade Cunningham's 37 points, you'll see Asar Thompson, now 41 for Cade, excuse me. 6 points for Asar, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks. What a valuable young man he is, Ricky. We have 3:52 to play. And it's 110 to 101. "13 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 2 blocks to go with 6 points for Asar Thompson. Everybody pitching in today. Everybody who has played has scored. Dana Jenkins has 6. Isaiah Stewart has 5. Karis LeVert with a deuce and Javonte Green with 5. But Cade's the big story. He has scored 41. The Pistons playoff single game scoring record, 44 by the great Dave Bing back in 68. Pistons with the basketball, up 110 to 101, 3:52 to play. Cade inbounds to Danis Jenkins to give back to Cade. Back near the timeline 2 times. Hook pass on top to Jalen Duren, and a steal and stumble for Wendell Carter Jr. And JD's called for his 5th foul. In that scrum, he gets foul number 5. Pistons still not in the penalty, though, with 3:44 left. Banchero up the left side for Orlando. Every possession for the Magic critically important. They want to try and close out the Pistons today. Anthony Black, left corner to Banchero. Triple try right down the middle, right to the bottom. That's a big-time basket. It's at 110 to 104. Banchero has 42. Cade has 41. Cade to the basket, shoots a pass, left corner. Alone for the gun was Danis Jenkins, missed the three. The rebound to Banchero, forecourt to Jalen Suggs. Suggs backs up to the left wing against Duncan Robinson. Leaves it there for Desmond Bain, top side to Suggs. Suggs down the lane. Left corners, Wendell Carter Jr. with a three from the corner, no. Bain struggles and pulls the rebound down. Top side to Banchero. Banchero's pocket picked. Cade has it ahead to Duncan Robinson. Duncan with a hook, no. Got the ball back.
Ball hit the shot clock.
Yeah, it hit the shot clock, so that's out of bounds. Danis tried to tap it up to the rim, but it went to the shot clock. 2:36 left. The Pistons by 6. Jalen Suggs up the middle for the Magic. High screen from Banchero. Suggs sends it topside to Banchero. He wants a screen. Anthony Black sets it. Banchero right wing for three. Off the iron, no. Rebound to Asar. Hands to Cade. 2:14 left. Cade has scored 41. He and the Pistons are up 110 to 104. Cade to the lane. Cade fires from in front, fills it up. 43 for Cade, and the Pistons are up 112 to 104. Cade's been awesome. Banchero to forecourt for Orlando. Banchero's been great. Gets himself to the basket, no shot there. In the corner to Bain, missed the three. Carter Jr. with a rebound to Suggs. Suggs with a drive and a wraparound dish to Carter Jr. for a dunk. So with 1:40 left, it's 112-106 Pistons. Pistons must win this to stay alive. Cade forecourt, topside. Left wing bounce to Duncan Robinson. He'll try a three off the iron. Suggs with a rebound. Ahead to Bain. Desmond Bain circles back outside. Banchero has it on top. Banchero with a drive and a double clutch. Blocked out of bounds by Jalen Duren. He threw it away. With 1:12 left. JD with a big-time block. Shot clock at 13. Suggs from the baseline. Snaps the pass to Banchero on the right wing. Triple try, yes, over Javonte Green. Now it's a three-point game, folks, with 1:09 to play. Still tension in downtown Detroit. Cade up the left side, met by Bain deep on the wing. Pistons lead them by 3. Winging the right to Tobias. Tobias with 4 on the clock. He gets to the lane. Fires from in front. It's short. Off the floor. Asar fights for it. Has it. Gives to Tobias with 40 seconds left. Shot clock is run down inside 10 to 8. Now 7. Cade will drive it. Cade stops and fires. Fills it up. Cade Cunningham with 31.3 seconds left. Puts the Pistons up 114 to 109. And he has just set a career playoff single game scoring high with 45 points. The previous record held by the great Dave Bing with 44. Orlando will take a timeout. You can't make a bigger shot to set that record than the one Cade just made a moment ago. Pistons 114. Orlando 109. This is the Pistons Playoff Basketball Network for Ticketmaster.
Diversified Members Credit Union. has bbeen proudly serving Metro Detroit for nearly 100 years. DMCU brings the hustle, shares the wealth, and goes hard in the paint for its members. Whether you're budgeting for everyday life or saving up for your next big play, DMCU is here to help you slam dunk your financial goals. Because when Detroit wins, we all win. Visit DMCU.com to join the team today. That's DMCU.com. Member NCUA.
We're back, Rick Mahorn. That record that Dave Bing had goes back before the Bad Boys, Ricky. The hoop for Cade gives him 45. Playoff career record was 44 by Dave Bing.
He's been playing a great game, shooting the ball well, getting to the free throw line.
31.3 seconds to go in this must-win game for the Pistons. Paolo Banchero also has 45 points. Suggs will trigger from the left sideline. Right, left corner to Bain. Turns and misses. We got a Piston down on a mean screen. Fouls on Wendell Carter Jr. Javonte Green pulverized with the screen and the shoulder and the elbow. Javonte will come out. Danis Jenkins replaces him. 30.3 seconds to play. Duncan Robinson inbounds to Cade. Midcourt left side to Tobias. Pistons up 5. Tobias two-timed. Hangs onto the ball as he is bumped and fouled by Bain and Suggs. Kevin Cutler finally blows the whistle and calls a foul on Jalen Suggs. 22.9 seconds left. Tobias at the free throw line. He has scored 21. The number 2 scoring option today. Now has 22 as the first free throw falls.
Hit the like button?
115 to 109.
Come on, hit the like button.
Orlando's made the Pistons
join the family.
Fight all night long to stay alive. Tobias rattles the second one in. 116 to 109. Banchero forecourt, left wing, left sideline to Suggs. Back on the wing to Banchero. Guns for 3, won't go through. Tobias with the rebound. 10 seconds left. It's a must-win game, and the Pistons are going to win it. Tobias to forecourt, triple teamed and fouled. Hitting the side of the head.
Out of bounds.
They say he's out of bounds. They don't call the foul. Is this like rugby? Orlando to forecourt. Time runs out. And the Pistons win one they have to win. They did do it. It was a must-win game, and the Pistons won it. Cade Cunningham along the way set a Piston playoff single-game scoring mark with 45 points. Pistons win it 116 to 109. Asar Thompson's numbers